John was just pointing out that for the Kimmel wedding, that it's a short article and you did make the cut, considering the celebrities that were there.
Yeah, right, but I wasn't photographed. Do you know there were paparazzi sitting in the bushes?
First of all, where was it?
In 𝗦𝗁𝗲, in 𝗦𝗁𝗲, California, in a place called like the 𝗦𝗁𝗲.
I don't even know where
Spa.
Is it 𝗦𝗁𝗲 in LA?
It's an hour away from Santa Barbara.
Holy shit!
How involved is it getting in the, like, hiding in the bushes? Is it like...
Unbelievably, I don't even know how the fuck they did it. It's a private resort. It's crazy.
I, of course, was at the Jimmy Kimmel wedding extravaganza over the weekend.
How was that? I have been waiting with bated breath to find out what that was like.
It was beautiful, first of all. I mean, you know, I'm so fond of Jimmy and Molly that I was really happy.
You were happy
for them.
to see them take their vows, that walk down the aisle.
And it was fun. I mean, I was kind of like annoyed that I left Friday morning and I had to come back Sunday morning. And you know me, I don't travel well, and I'm always exhausted. And so, like, the whole day Sunday was gone, and the whole day Friday was gone.
Wait a minute, but why did you leave on Friday? You could have made it a longer trip.
Oh, well, what am I going to do there? I mean,
what do you do here? Lay around?
No, but I mean, that's what. No, I had stuff to do in New York, and then Friday was the day before. You know, Saturday was the wedding, so I left Friday. You know what I mean? I'm
just saying that you did have the time to lengthen it so that it wasn't such a quick turnaround.
No, that would have annoyed the shit out of me. What am I going to do? Like I hate being in hotels. But this was a nice place. It was in 𝗦𝗁𝗲, California, wherever that was. I had no idea where I was.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
Yeah, we landed in Santa Barbara, and then took
so
about
it's up north. Okay.
Yeah, and then took an hour. Is that where that is?
Yeah, that's above L.A.
I thought north was Alaska.
Well, if you keep going.
Yeah. You mean if I go north from there, I'll hit Alaska?
Eventually.
Wow, cool. I should have done that because I went for a run. I didn't realize. I'm going to run to Alaska. I'll be back. And, you know, it was about 300 people, and Friday night was a big barbecue. You know, in a barn. And that was a casual kind of thing. Like, I didn't know what to wear. Like, my wife always knows what to wear, and I had to figure out what to wear. So I wore, like, what did I wear to the barbecue? Like jeans and, like, a T-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you do at a barbecue in a ranch? Do you have to dress up like a cowboy? Or?
Well, it was like country music, like guys in cowboy hats and...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jimmy and Molly got dressed up, but Jimmy was
to wear a lariat.
Well, Jimmy was wearing a white silk pants with a white vest and a white shirt. He looked like a tattoo from Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I could tell Jimmy didn't dress himself. Like someone got a hold of him.
Somebody did that for him.
Yeah, wasn't used to seeing Jimmy like that.
Yeah, silk pants.
Yeah, he was real happy. It was really cool. And, you know, this is a private resort where, and they had the whole resort, you know, booked up.
Booked?
Yeah, with all their guests. And
so you stayed there and the wedding was there?
Well, you got to hear this. The paparazzi were very interested in getting pictures of this wedding because... I think my theory is because Jennifer Aniston was there. And Jennifer Aniston, that girl, I don't know how she functions in her life because everywhere she goes, for some reason, they want pictures of her, candid pictures of her. And, I mean, like, they go berserk. I was talking to one of the security guys, and he said to me, yeah, we've had a couple incidents already with paparazzi. I go, what do you mean? Well, like how do they get onto the property? He goes, what they do is they book rooms, other people book rooms and then sell them to the paparazzi.
Oh.
Yeah, so they had already picked off 2 or 3. But sure enough...
Who in the world knows that's a business?
Oh, my God, it's a whole business. They must pay a lot of money for these pictures because I should have taken some pictures. You know, because Jimmy wrote, no social media, no... picture taking.
Did they collect your phone?
No, but I was glad he put that because everyone with these phones, they drive you fucking nuts. So, of course, right after the wedding, there are the pictures. These guys were hiding in the bushes on the property. I don't even know how they do it. They should be in the military. They should be in the military. I mean,
this is why we can't find out what the terrorists are doing. They're busy finding out what Jennifer Aniston is doing.
I'm telling you, I don't even know. I mean, I was there. I don't know how these guys. You had to take a trolley. Like there was like little trolley cars set up on the property to get to each event, and they had pictures that like within an hour of Jennifer Aniston on the trolley car, and this one and that one. It was unbelievable.
Wouldn't it be funny at the end of all of this if you found out Jennifer Aniston hired these people herself?
That would make sense because it's ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it.
But that's a business out in Hollywood.
Just following Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was quite, you know who I love who was there? Andy Richter. I love that fucking guy.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you discover you loved Andy?
I love him. You know when I discovered? I went back to my room. I go, I love Andy Richter. I did. It was so funny. I walked out. I got a free lunch at this place, believe it or not. My wife and I were going to go for a run, and then we wanted to lock our stuff up in the safe in the room, you know, in the hotel safe. You know, whatever it is, in your room. You have a little room safe.
Right.
Both safes in the room didn't lock. So I call up the security guy. I go, hey, I can't lock up my shit. You know, put my wallet and stuff in there. So they come up for an hour. They're in my room with me, trying to get these safes to work. They finally do, and the guy says, hey, I want to offer you a free lunch because we took up an hour of your time. I was like, oh, you don't have to do that. Meanwhile, I'm such an asshole. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have to do that? I was like, yeah, of course he should. I was arguing with myself. I try to be a sport, and I go, you don't have to do that. And I was like, fuck, I just spent an hour with security trying to get this stupid safe to work. Of course I deserve a free lunch.
Yeah, how about just saying thank you? That's a nice gesture.
I don't know.
For taking up my time.
Yeah, you're right, but I didn't. But the guy insisted, and then I said, okay. So we went for a run, and then we went to lunch. And Beth orders a smoothie. I go, we're getting a free lunch. Should order everything on the menu. I was in full diet mode, so I just ordered like grilled salmon and nothing else. I lost 15 pounds.
On the break?
Well,
or
yeah,
that,
that
meal.
My whole diet kicked in, you know, like over the break, and I worked out a bunch, and I did. I dropped 15 pounds. I could fit into my suit to go to Jimmy's wedding.
Good.
Oh, my God. I was so pleased with myself. I'm so disgusting. And I'm walking around like I was at the pool with my shirt off because I'm thinking I'm looking so good.
Did the paparazzi catch you?
No. You know what? I thought we were paparazzi safe. So I was like walking around. I didn't care. I had my balls out. But I didn't know that the paparazzi really were there. I was like, wow, this place is pretty, you know, safe and secure. But Andy Richter is funny. And I saw J.J. Abrams, of course, the great director.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's working on the new Star Wars. I was asking him about that. Yeah, I did get a little.
Secrets?
Yeah. I put in my 2 cents.
You told him what you would like to see?
Yeah, I said, I like C-3PO. Bring him back. Let's see C-3PO. Yeah, I don't know. I put it. I don't even. You know, JJ's amazing. I wouldn't even know where to begin, like making a new Star Wars. Like that wouldn't even interest me because I'm not even sure where to begin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's such a mess.
It's a mess.
What do you do with it?
Yeah, how do you straighten out that whole situation? It's such a fucking mess. Well, he straightened it out with Star Trek because I thought that was a mess too, and he kind of came up with something new.
Yeah, but at least it was only the TV show that had become a mess. It wasn't the movie.
Oh, my God.
The whole Star Wars thing is a mess.
I had a real good table at the wedding, too.
How do you tell if you have a good table?
Oh, you can tell. Oh, some people have bad tables. I had a good table.
Here's who I was at my table. Bob Iger and his wife, Willow.
Okay.
Who, of course, runs Disney. He's a powerful guy. And that's good. Because, if I'm going to be there, I might as well talk to some powerful people.
You want to have a power guy at your table.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy, too. He seems to be. Brad Gray, the head of Paramount Pictures.
That's a big guy, too.
Yeah, I wish I'd had a few projects. I could have sold them while I was there.
You could have pitched at this table.
I was like, hey, I should be pitching these guys. So yeah, to the left of me was Bob Iger and his wife. Let's see who else was Johnny Knoxville and his beautiful wife Naomi.
Well, that seems like a sharp left turn.
Yeah, I know. I go, Johnny, don't embarrass us. Some big shots here. Don't don't start to taking your balls and whacking the food with it or something.
Right.
Yeah. Johnny was there. I never know what to call Johnny Knoxville because everyone who knows him calls him PJ or something like JP or PJ. Like he has some sort of other name.
Right.
Like Andy Richter calls him PJ. He goes, hey, PJ. And I'm like, wow, I'm the only one who calls him Johnny. I must be like a dickhead because it's like calling Bozo the Clown Bozo when instead of Larry Harmon.
Yeah, you're not in the inner circle.
Yeah,
you don't know
hey,
Bozo is really
yeah, right.
Larry.
Hey, Bozo, how you doing? My name's Larry, all right? I don't have the wig on right now. So evidently Johnny's name is only Johnny when he's doing
That's his professional name.
When he's getting hit by a truck.
Yeah.
I heard Don Rickles wants to go up to Johnny Knoxville and go, why don't you leave? Why don't you go out and get hit by a truck and do what you do best? But so it's Johnny Knoxville's name is like PJ. Oh yeah, here's a note. Johnny's real name is Philip John, so it's PJ. So I guess I should be calling him PJ, but I don't know how to make that move. Like I don't know.
Well, he's never told you to call him PJ. I wonder what the move is.
I don't know, but there seems like Andy Richter doesn't know Johnny Knoxville that well, and he's calling him PJ. And I hear everyone, hey PJ.
But why would you know it's PJ?
I don't know.
Somebody has to tell somebody.
So I go Johnny. But evidently that's shows that you're not really a friend. And I mean, we're pretty friendly, Johnny and I. Or
you
PJ.
didn't drink the moonshine. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, PJ.
When you drink the moonshine, you get to call him PJ.
Yeah. And the whole resort was transformed into a Jimmy and Molly thing because there was a bar and it was called Jimmy's Bar.
Oh, so for the night, it's Jimmy's place.
You wouldn't believe this. I get to this resort in Ojai. I forget the name of it. Very nice place, gorgeous. And I get there for the wedding and everything. And the guy says, your room isn't ready, Mr. Stern. I go, oh, fuck, not one of those situations. Where you got to sit around and wait. And he goes,
right.
Well,
you really don't get to check in until 3 o'clock.
Yeah. I left super early in the morning figuring I could take a power nap and then be all set for Friday night for the big festivities, for the big barbecue. So now this guy's fucking with me because I've got it all worked out that I'm going to get to California early, take a nap, and be all set up. Maybe even get some...
Now you don't have a room.
Now I don't have a room. They go, oh, well, Mr. Stern, we can give you a different room, but, then you can't unpack or anything.
Yeah, because they're going to give you a holding room just to wait for your real room?
I even looked at the guy and go, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'm the wrong guy to do it. I have a radio show. The rest of these dweebs don't. You can make them wait, but don't make me wait. It made no difference, though. I tried to throw my weight around. It didn't matter.
No weight.
No, I had to wait, so I'm just standing there.
You lost 15 pounds. You had no weight.
I'm standing there, and then Beth goes, oh, I forgot my sunglasses, so we had to go buy a pair of sunglasses. And then I walk out, and Jimmy's in a golf cart driving around. He goes, oh, I heard you had to wait for your room. Let's drive around and look over the resort
while you're waiting, which was really good of him. I mean, I figured the guy's busy with his wedding, but
Right. Now he's your tour guide.
yeah, but he wanted to show me around. So I get in the golf cart, and I'm in a golf cart at a golf resort, essentially, and I said, what the fuck is with all this golf? I mean,
They have actual special conveyances for it.
yeah, I said, I've got to be missing out on something with this golf because, I mean, there's this place was like 800 acres of golf. And if they're filling up this place constantly with golfers, there's got to be something to it.
There's whole places where people buy a home off the golf course.
Yeah, because they have to be near golf at every minute.
Yeah.
So we're driving around, and we're looking around, and there's really not that much to see. Jimmy showed me where the pool is and this and that. And I said, what's over there? He goes, oh, that's the driving range. I said, let's hit some balls. Now, I've never hit any balls in my life.
Do they have clubs that'll fit you?
It wouldn't matter because I wouldn't know how to hold a club anyway. I use a club for hitting people over the head. That was a perfect size. So Jimmy pulls over, and it's me, Jimmy, and Beth, and we get out, and the guy gets we get a bunch of bags of balls, and they give me a driver. Is that what it's called, a driver?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're going to drive the ball.
Yeah, I guess it's a driver. I don't know. Now I'm like, what did I get myself into? Because I'm going to look like a douche. I've never hit a ball before. And even though I announced to everyone. First I get out of the cart and I go, my room isn't ready. I announced it to anybody I saw that my room wasn't ready. Then I announced, I've never golfed before. And it's not like me to try anything athletic. You know that. I'm not looking for any new challenges or to humiliate myself. I get humiliated enough in life. But we went down there, and I said, Jimmy, let me see you do it. And he did, and he took a swing, and he hit the ball.
Did he know the stance and everything? He knew the grip?
Yeah, but Jimmy wasn't really teaching me anything. You know what I mean? Like, he could have said, hey, this is what you do. I go, Jimmy, how do you even hold the club? So then I go, Robin, I whacked this ball over 300 yards.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding
To
me?
the furthest flag. Jimmy goes, wow, that's a pretty good ball. Now, normally...
That's Tiger Woods and better.
Yeah. What?
Scott DePace just hit me on the speaker. He goes, I'm calling bullshit.
Scott, here's the problem. Beth was videotaping it. I got it on video. I got it on my iPhone.
Yards. I can't hit a 300 yards.
Call Jimmy. I hit it over. So I said, well, that's just beginner's luck. Well, they put down one ball after another, and I didn't hit every ball 300 yards, but I'm telling you, I hit 25% of my balls 300 yards.
What are you doing sitting here? We got to get
That's
you
what I
as a
said.
professional golf.
So they call over the pro. I said, you got to watch me. I stopped everybody. There was even some guy there, like he looked like he was a pro. Or something. I said, "You gotta watch me hit this fucking ball. I think I'm an idiot savant."
He just won the U.S. Open.
No, you're just an idiot. He said. No. I said, this is unbelievable, and I'm whacking balls, and now I'm going whacking balls crazy.
Now you're loving golf.
You know what, though? I said, there's no way I'll ever be able to do this again. Like, I'd go out on a course with a bunch of guys and probably miss the ball 57 times. And not only was I whacking the ball 300 yards, I didn't even know. I put the tee all the way into the ground.
Yes. You didn't even have it sitting up?
No, the tee's supposed to be sitting up. Jimmy didn't even tell me that. I said, Jimmy, I go, what's with this tee? He goes, oh, no, you gotta. And once I put it up, then I was really fucking hitting the ball.
Wow.
It ain't that hard. But then someone explained to me, it isn't the driving that's hard. It's when you get to the hole to get it in
the accuracy.
Yeah. Even Jimmy was like, shit, I can't hit it that far. And he goes, man, your accuracy was, like, I was right near the hole.
Wow.
But I wasn't really aiming. I just addressed the ball, go, hello, ball. And then I just hit it. So evidently I'm like the world's greatest golfer.
Apparently, Howard, what I'm getting from the office is they want to see the video.
Gary, come here. You got to see this. I don't know. I would release this. I would put this on the web, actually. But I don't know what Jimmy's talking about. Like, you know how like Jimmy's in the background talking to Beth. I just want to make sure it's nothing confidential.
You should.
Here, wait. I got my phone. I know this is unbelievable. Wait, what?
You should let the pace watch it, just because, I mean, I'll look at it too, but he's the...
And you won't know what...
Listen, I'm
No,
not
I do,
lying.
I know.
You can ask my wife.
300 yards is, Howard, it's a ridiculous amount.
I hit the yellow flag. It's over 300 yards. 300 yards, and not just once.
He wants to see it.
What do you want from me? Wait, let me get... It's going to take me a while to get it. Don't get too anxious.
300 yards is like, you know what it's like saying? It's like saying, I went down to City Field yesterday, and I was taking batting practice, and I hit one into the upper deck.
What can I tell you?
Right?
Ask Jimmy. I only have one of my... Here, wait, this is one of them. I think this is it. Let me make sure. Oh.
The next day, it said, move over, Charles Barkley. You're no longer the worst celebrity.
All right, wait. That's Jimmy talking to Beth. And Beth's taping me. Here, come here. Get over here. You got to see this, DePace. Watch me fucking drive. You're not going to believe this shit. Watch this.
Poor posture.
Yeah. What do you want from me? First of all...
Look, wait till you see him do
First of all, I'm 6'5", and the little stick that you hit shit with is too goddamn small for me. I gotta get.
That's why I said I didn't think they'd have a club that would fit you.
I gotta get my own fucking clubs, like 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿 has his own clubs. He had them shipped down there for the weekend.
He's wearing all black on the golf course.
Yeah, dude, I just stepped off a plane.
Oh my
What do you want from me? I didn't have any clothes with me. That my shit.
Just see the shit. All right.
Fucking
It's
dick.
grass. What are you supposed to dress for grass?
The next day, it said, move over, Charles Barkley. You're no longer the worst celebrity.
Oh, stop it. That's hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Down there is the yellow flags. I hit 300 yards, and I hit it 20 times in a row.
That's not
I got that on video.
That's
Yeah.
What?
Tweet that, I said. You wouldn't believe.
That's pretty good, man. At least you hit the ball.
Hit the ball. I'm telling you, it's nothing for me. I'm like fucking Tiger Woods. I'm Tiger Woods.
What I'm saying is, like, remember when when Tiger Woods was 4 years old and everybody was going crazy about what kind of golfer he was going to be? They should be doing the same for you now.
Yeah, but my father ignored me. Tiger Woods' father paid attention to him. I'm telling you.
So now you know how fun it is.
But Scott, was that 300 yards?
No, there's no way that's 300 yards.
What,
It's
what
not.
is it?
I don't even know what 300 yards means. The guys were telling me I was hitting it out to the yellow flag. I go, how far is that? They go, 300 yards. Jimmy goes, yeah. And then I did it again because nobody believed it.
300 yards is the line of you're a great golfer.
I'm a professional golfer.
I would say that's about 200.
Dude, they
Well,
have
take
a
shabby.
dude. They mark it off. I'm not telling you. I'm not making up the 300 yards. This is what they mark it off. The yellow flag is 300. The purple flag is 200. The shitty flag is like a black flag that's like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Good job, man. That's all. You know, it's hard to even touch the ball when you're a beginner. That's good stuff.
Yeah. But that's it. I'm retired now.
Come on, let's go play.
I could never. You know what? I could never do better than that.
You don't understand the camaraderie,
didn't
all
play
the
a
fun.
game.
You hang out for 18 holes.
But I want to win.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, so like I'll never be able to do that again. That's got to be beginner's luck, right? I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe you should actually try to play one game. Suppose you are the world's greatest golfer.
I know. What if I
And
am?
the only reason we don't know it is because
I
you
never
would never
played.
play a game.
It's true. Who knows? I might be the world's greatest pianist too. We just don't know yet. I won't try.
Don't you think it'd be fun hanging out with me for 18 holes? Come on.
I actually enjoy your company.
Let's go do it.
Yeah. All right.
Have you really ever spent time with him?
Yeah, actually, I have. Spent the whole weekend with him. We had a good
Oh, you
time.
weren't alone.
No, I had other. Are you crazy? I had other people there. I'm gonna be alone with them.
Golf,
Yeah.
you might be alone.
But anyway, this guy doesn't. What do you mean? There's no way you hit a golf ball 300 yards? I know I did because everyone was there, and I got it on tape.
You hit it You hit it off the grass and without a tee?
No. I had a tee. I didn't know how to put the. I didn't realize the tee sticks up all the way. Like I had it pushed all the way into the ground.
Will you put it on Twitter or something so we can all see it?
All right.
All right.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Please.
Jason, if I send it to you, can you? I don't even know, but I don't know what Jimmy's talking about in the front of that video.
He's just telling a story about Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, but I don't know. Is that something that he?
Charles Barkley is notorious for being a terrible golfer.
Right. Charles had a show where he did like a 20-week show to fix his swing on the Golf Channel.
Do me a favor, Gary. Just listen to the dialogue before you put this on the web and make sure that Beth and Jimmy aren't saying something.
Can just take the audio out if need be, but I'll listen.
Here, I'll forward this to you. Forward all. Include. Baba Booey. Gary Dell'Abate. That's his real name. Yeah, all right.
Well, that's because you're in the inner circle. You know his real name. You
Yeah,
don't have
right.
to call him Baba Booey. His professional name.
Oh, there I am, Robin. There's my. Oh, so Robin can see my swing. Look, whack, 300 yards.
Like I said, it's a loss to golf.
Robin, you see,
you won't pursue this.
You see all those brown spots on the lawn? Those are all the balls I missed.
Is it safe to say you've been waiting for this discussion the entire time you've worked here? I mean, this is such a passion of yours.
It's safe to say that I have said what a great job this is, but how much better it would be if Howard were into golf, you know, just playing all the time, all the access we would have. But no, he's never been into it. In fact, he belittles it.
Describe what you saw, really, now that you're out of the studio. Was it pretty bad?
I saw, you know, poor posture. I saw a guy wearing all black on a golf course and sort of a limp-wristed type, you know, look. He was sort of like this, and then he went up a little stiff, but then he hit the ball real crisp. It was real solid. So
he was at least striking the ball well, because a lot of times you top the ball or for.
I would guess that he would miss it, top it, whatever. Like you do that a lot.
Completely. I'm in my own head times a million. So once the beginner's luck and you start actually thinking about what you're doing, that's when the trouble hits.
He'd be miserable if we actually went. It would, you know, the first hole he'd miss it, and he'd be like, fuck this.
Do you think that day will ever happen?
I hope it does. I hope. If there's one thing he could give me, it would be a nice round of golf. That would be a really special day.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, everyone keeps asking me about the Trayvon Martin case, and I was shocked by the verdict, actually. I don't understand the laws down in Florida. My feeling all along was this, with this thing. The basis of my questioning was, everyone said, not everyone, this guy Zimmerman, and by the way, that's the most startling thing in this case. A Puerto Rican guy's name is Zimmerman.
Yeah, Hispanic Zimmerman.
Yeah. I go, wait, how'd that happen? Never mind any of the other questions about who's guilty or innocent. Now someone ended up dead. His name is Zimmerman. And you go, oh, wow, this is a Jewish guy versus a black guy. No. They go, he's a Puerto Rican guy named Zimmerman. That guy, fucked up world we live in. You can't tell what anybody is anymore.
And the point is, it doesn't really matter.
If I was a prosecutor, I'd come right out questioning even that. Sir, we need to know, how is your name Zimmerman and you're Puerto Rican? Anyway,
maybe that was the argument.
My take on this whole thing was, because everyone was asking me, what do you think's going to happen? I said, look, the bottom line is this. This guy Zimmerman claimed that this kid, Trayvon Martin, was suspicious. The question, what was so suspicious about this kid? He was black. I mean, what was he doing? He was walking down the street in a hoodie. And a lot of teenage kids, white and black, wear hoodies. So why was he suspicious? What is suspicious about Trayvon Martin?
It was the neighborhood, and Trayvon was black.
Right. That's it. End the case. There's no reason for this kid to be suspicious.
I don't know. It seems really fucked up.
But that isn't the question as far as I'm concerned. The question is, was he supposed to engage with this kid at all? Why was he?
The cops told him not to.
Follow him around.
The cops told him not to.
Yeah.
And then the guy walks. I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. It was weird.
Yeah, they got some. I don't know what the jury heard.
Right.
You know, like you didn't sit in the courtroom. But they had, I remember a couple of days listening to testimony from some experts about, you know, what Trayvon was doing at the time of the gunshot.
Yeah.
You know, that they were tussling somehow, and Trayvon, you know, like one expert was indicating that Trayvon had to be attacking Zimmerman when the gun went off.
Well, I'm just convinced that, like, if I was the prosecuting attorney, I wouldn't, you know what I'm convinced of? These juries can't handle facts. They give them too much shit to think about. I just would get up there. I simplify everything. I just go like this. Look, I'm not going to waste your time here. One question. This guy Zimmerman says this kid's suspicious. He wasn't doing anything except walking through a neighborhood. What's so fucking suspicious? That's it. And then I would have said, okay, the prosecution rests.
But
I'd love to ask this guy Zimmerman. Why
he didn't take the stand?
No, of course not. Why do you think this kid was so suspicious? What did he do?
But it's not illegal to think someone's a suspicious person, Howard.
It should be. I don't know, man. It's weird. So. But look, I wasn't on the jury, but anything I saw was... That's the problem why I can't sit on a jury, because I already make up my mind within 3 minutes. No one can change my mind.
You don't have to hear the
No, I never have to. Testimony unnecessary. Let's get out of here. I pretty much know the answer. It was months you were cleaning that house, and finally he said to me, she saved everything.
It was 40-gallon bags of garbage.
40 of them?
40.
Right.
And
a small apartment.
Yeah, a two-bedroom apartment, garden apartment.
Right.
Okay? And you know the junk trucks that come, you hire them to come? 3 trucks.
Wow. From a 2-bedroom apartment.
Besides, it was mostly shopping, paper bags.
It was paper bags, canned goods that were
expired.
They were exploding in the back. Like she would buy stuff and keep putting it in the closet, and the stuff would just pile up.
Right.
And when you get to the back, I was cleaning everything out, the cans that were in the back were exploding. That's how old they were.
You know, I just got one more. My friend had to take care of his dad's house. Again, I don't know what it is about storing stuff. You know, do they like the storage containers?
It's a depression mentality.
400 Maxwell House coffee cans. Right? You know the Maxwell House coffee cans?
The empty ones.
400, and they were filled with, some were filled with rubber bands, some were filled with nuts and bolts, some were filled with nothing.
Right.
But 400 of them, and they were like sort of stacked in sort of a neat way. But he couldn't possibly find it because they were all the same can.
How old a guy was this?
He was, you know, Depression era guy, for sure.
Because I think they see a coffee can as like, wow, this could be valuable. I can put things in it.
Cigar boxes they used to keep because that was a good place to put things.
My mother would take a paper towel, right, and she would wipe my counter at the house, and then she would lay it out on the side to dry. And I said, Ma, I promise you, the depression's over. We can afford paper towels.
Right.
I found stuff, under the sink in the kitchen, there was like a big storage area.
Right.
You know the things like from the Chinese restaurant, the containers from soup.
Right. Like the plastic container.
The styrofoam things that, you know, takeout food comes in.
Yeah.
She would wash it out.
Oh.
And save them.
The whole bottom, hundreds of them, hundreds. Okay. Then I'd have to go through every piece of paperwork in the house. And she had a closet. filled with paperwork from my father had a business in 1959. All the paperwork was still there from the business. You would have to go through everything. I'd find money.
Wow.
Dollar bills, envelopes with $100 in it. I'd go through her drawers. I'd find these little change purses filled with change. With
you know what was crazy about his story? His mom got sick, so he cleaned out the entire apartment. From the time she got sick to the time she died, the whole apartment was filled up again.
All over again.
Wow. All over again.
Because I cleaned it out once when she had a heart surgery. She had heart surgery when she was 75.
So like
77, something like that.
So you went in and cleaned it out.
I went when she was in the house. She was living at my house to recuperate.
How long did it take? Was she mad at you when you cleaned up the first time?
She got pissed off at me when she went home. And a lot of the paperwork stuff was missing. I just took everything and hauled it out.
And didn't she enjoy having free space and neat? No, nothing. She was angry.
And then
it's hell for them.
My old bedroom that where I lived when I lived there was filled with like the boxes, like he was talking about.
Yeah.
Where, what are you going to use all these boxes for? Like she'd give us gifts at Christmas time. And she'd take the boxes home.
That's right. My mother said, you got to give me the box back.
Right.
That's a true story.
She put them back in the room.
Right.
And they were all there. And then she would go shopping.
Right.
And she'd buy shirts for me from,
Macy's.
Macy's. She'd buy stuff for the kids. She'd buy everything. And never opened it. Like, in case she needed it for something.
She'd have a gift.
She had a gift.
That's true. My mother had a part of the house. This is weird because it always freaked my friends out. Like, I'd come over with, say you were my friend.
Right.
I'd come over. My mom started to talk to you. And she liked you. She'd go, excuse me for a minute. She'd go lock her door. I could hear her lock the door. And I'd hear her rummaging through stuff.
Right.
And she'd come out with a gift, an unopened gift. Like
Why did she lock the door?
Because that's the funniest thing, too, because we lived in a house the size of my thumb.
Right.
I knew where everything was. My mother used to hide money in the radiator, like you could pull the thing down, and I would hear her open and close it. And I said, Mom, don't lock the door. I know where you're hiding everything. But she would bring you out a gift. Could be a shirt that was still, but the shirt could have been 20 years old, but still in the wrapper.
So Matt, let me get to you. This is Matt Paxton. He's on Hoarders, and as bad as these guys' mothers are,
they got worse people on this show.
But Matt, Matt is one of these guys who figured out, all right, no one wants to clean up a hoarder's home because it's disgusting. So Matt started his business. You originally worked on your own, right? You weren't on TV. You started
I've been doing that. I've been cleaning up old ladies. All these stories you just told, that's what I do. I work with families to go in and clean it out. And the guy that was talking about finding the money, man, every single book, every single cookie holder, I mean, we found $13,000 in change in a lady's house at the time.
How are you, so how did you start this business? You started a business, or you said, look, I see that nobody wants to clean up hoarders' homes because it's really gross.
Well, I wish it was that cool. I was broke. I'd been a bit of a bender, about a 3-year bender, and was starting over. It was living on a buddy's couch, and I was just trying to eat and pay rent.
Right.
And I realized no one would clean this stuff up, so I said, well, if no one will do it, I'll see if someone will pay me to do it.
So you get paid a fortune to go in and literally just, put on rubber gloves and clean through hoarders' homes.
Yeah, but now it's, dead cats, recycled adult diapers. I mean, it's not... We're not sorting through papers to find change anymore.
And it's probably, how many people work for you in this company?
Sometimes we're 6 guys. We've been as many as 50, depending on the job.
And a lot of times you hire like ex-cons and stuff because most people will not get involved in this kind of dirty work.
Yeah, but you got to have someone that's been knocked down that gets the mental state. And so for me, I prefer ex-cons and recovering addicts.
So if I send you to a home of a hoarder, what would you charge me? I mean, an average size, middle-income home. What does it cost to go in there and clean?
Starts about at $15,000 now.
Right.
$15,000?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's why. Listen to this statistic. Matt once had to dispose of 45,000 pounds of human feces from a home. 45. Listen to me. 45,000 pounds.
Where do they keep that?
Yeah, how does that happen, Matt?
Usually that starts in the bathroom. The toilet gets full, then the bathtub gets full, then the hallway gets full, then the living room gets full, and they just start, and they get embarrassed, and it becomes kind of, I better cover this up. But the intent, which you guys said earlier, they absolutely believe they're going to clean it up tomorrow.
Right.
They truly believe that.
So the guys...
But you're telling me the plumbing is off?
Plumbing's been gone for years by the time I get there.
Wow.
And I guess they never feel that they want to call in a plumber because at first they start to just, they're like embarrassed, and then they shit in the, once you start shitting in the tub, you're like, well, I don't want to bring anybody in.
Yeah, I mean, I always say, think about the first time you decided to crap in your living room. That's one thing. But by like the 500th time, you're pretty committed to this lifestyle.
Can you remember has this happened to you more than once where there's thousands of pounds of feces in the house?
Every week now, man.
Every week?
5 years of my life, every week. I'm in full biohazard now.
And so you go in a hazmat suit and the whole thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm living, I mean, literally, you would not believe in every single building in New York City, in every single neighborhood around the country, there's one of these houses, and it's a toxic dump. I mean, it's unbelievable the stuff we're finding in there.
And when you meet these people, like specifically the people who shit in their, have 45,000 pounds of feces in their home, do they seem like normal people?
No, they're like Gary's mom. They're lovely women. They're nice people.
Right.
That have had a rough go at some point in their life. It might be 10, 15 years ago. Something triggered it. And I've got to not only clean up the poop, but I've got to also give this lady a hug and act like it's no big deal.
Right, because you don't want to embarrass her.
No, my God, if I embarrass her, I'm out. She'll kick me out, and I'm the last person that's going to help her.
When they call you, do they confess or they just say, look, I saw you on TV, I need a company to come in and clean my home? Or do they come clean on the phone and say, listen, I've been shitting in my house for the last 10 years?
No. Normally, either a family member will call me, or they'll get called in from the show, or an APS worker, Adult Protective Services, will say, we're kicking them out tomorrow.
Right.
So they're not calling you. It's always someone else.
Maybe 1 out of 100 they'll call. Usually it's someone that loves them.
And is there...
They've given up. They don't know what to do.
And is it like what Ronnie and Gary are describing, that when you come in to clean, they're livid because even though you're removing shit from their home, they're not grateful in a way. They're like, please, just leave the shit in there.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes a wall of safety. They're removed from the rest of the world, and it's really a wall of judgment. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be made fun of. So they, believe it or not, that stuff protects them.
What is this? What is the smell like? Or maybe you never get to smell it because you're in a.
Do something?
Yeah,
I'm pretty used to it. It's a very citrusy urine smell.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't even smell like shit anymore.
No, urine will knock out. You don't even smell shit.
Oh, really? Where are they urinating?
With the shit?
2-liter bottles.
In 2-liter bottles.
Oh, and then they cap it, the bottle?
They cap it, yeah. They call them plumber bombs.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's...
We enjoy it, though. For us, we're all recovering addicts. So, like, we need something nasty to get us off.
Yeah, this keeps you straight, huh?
This keeps us totally clean and sober because we get grossed out, and we really enjoy that, and we get that every week.
I would think it would be the opposite. Like, you come home and go, I've just seen the worst of humanity. I need to get high. It doesn't matter. It's all meaningless.
Tie me off.
I mean, when you've hit rock bottom yourself, you kind of have to laugh to get out of it. And so now for us, if we find, if we don't see 200 cats, we don't think it's funny.
Are you a millionaire from this business? I mean, getting $20,000 a house seems to me like you might be a very wealthy man.
I mean, I'm doing all right. I have a house now. I have children that I can afford. I'm comfortable. It's a pretty cool thing. But I get paid to help people, which is a pretty awesome thing.
Matt once found 200 dead cats in a home, and they were wet. So when he tried to pick them up, they just came apart.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Do you ever throw up when you see that kind of thing?
I don't, man. The only thing that gets me is I had a kitten crawl out of a pile of human waste one time. And that was a bit much for me. And then the smells, the textures really, like the food they were talking about. When those cans explode, he's exactly right. The cans from 20, 30 years ago will pop open, and you'll see textures and smells that you've never seen
What
before.
do you mean a kitten crawled out of human feces? In other words, the cat was trapped in the feces?
She was living underneath the feces and she crawled through it.
Oh, my God. So how did the cat survive? Did they feed the cat or did they eat shit?
Dude, people don't realize cats are survivalists, man. They are so tough. Like, they'll live through anything. People will quit before a cat quits.
Wow. Oh, it's so sad. Now, when you say, going back to what you said before, you found $13,000 in cash inside a giant rat's nest in a house.
Yeah, 8-foot rat's nest in Oakland.
And
How's the money get?
Well, we found out that week that rats don't eat money. We didn't. It's the only thing they don't shred apart.
Oh.
We didn't know that.
Why is that?
I guess it's the glaze on the money. I don't know. They're not interested in it. But we didn't know if there were cats. We didn't know if there were rats or not in this nest. So it was about a 6-foot high, 8-foot wide rat's nest, and we can see all the holes where the rats are going in and out. But we can also see money all over the place.
Now, when you see I mean, that's a dangerous thing because those rats can carry disease.
Yeah, in Oakland too. They're big. I mean, that's like New York rats.
Yeah, they're the size of dogs. Some of them.
Yeah, they're a good sized cat. Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you're cleaning out, do they come and bite you and try to attack you?
Well, that one they didn't in that one. But we were going inch by inch. We didn't know if they would. So the fear of them coming out. Turns out they had given up and left years ago too.
So when you find cash in a house, I mean, you're obligated to give it to the owner, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Oh yeah, because the joy they get in that gets us so much more momentum. It lets us clean faster.
You say here you once found $45,000 in U.S. savings bond in a house.
Yep.
And the woman thought they were expired. People don't even know what they have.
She didn't know what she had. We had to explain to her the difference between maturity and expiration.
Now you're a financial advisor.
So she thought they had gone bad.
Right,
They were bad. It was free money, $45,000. We helped fund it. And this lady thought she had nothing.
So, Matt, is your show's on A&E, but what do you have to do with Oprah Winfrey? She started having you on at one point?
No, that's actually how I got on. This guy, Peter Walsh, that's on there, he was not interested in doing the show, Hoarders. And so I had been bugging him for years trying to just be his guy that cleaned up after he left. I never thought I'd get on TV. I was just trying to make a living.
Right.
And he couldn't do it because he was on Oprah. And so that's how I ended up getting on. He said, no, go call this crazy guy in Virginia. He'll clean up anything. And they were literally just looking for messy houses to clean. And I just happened to get picked up. I got that one chance. They gave me about 10 minutes.
So because you're on TV, do you get more money in a sense because you're a celebrity house cleaner?
Yeah, crazy enough, I am. It's weird. I mean, I'm like the most popular trash guy in America.
And why did they start putting you on TV? Because they found that the cleanup was just as interesting as meeting the people?
I think they realized it was more than trash, and that's really what I bring to the table. I mean, to me, this is about people. We all are different. We all are fear of rejection. We're all, we all have fear of judgment. We're all trying to find self-worth, and that's really what hoarding is about. And I'm able to break it down to I'm not an educated man. I'm a recovering addict that just got lucky.
How old a guy are you?
I'm young. I'm 36. I'm still very young.
When you have to,
up early.
But when you have to clear up 45,000 pounds of shit, and by the way, I'm trying to figure out how much is the average bowel movement? A pound?
Yeah.
It just depends on the person.
I mean, how many years would it take you to build up 45,000 pounds of shit?
At least 10 years. Yeah, that's the number you want. I mean, it's 10 years of 3 or 4 times a day.
Where do you bring it, though? Like, where can you dump that?
That you can't even take to the dump, and that's what's really challenged us. We now, everything has to be destroyed as, like, medical waste because it's too messy for the city dump.
So what do you do with medical waste? Where does that go?
That has to actually go to, it's like a crematorium, and it actually has to be incinerated.
Oh, my goodness.
Cow.
I mean, a lot of the houses, we had a house the other day, there's no way to save it. It has to be destroyed. And so it was more of a recovery situation.
So that place was so bad, you couldn't clean it.
Could not salvage it. You had to tear it down.
Just burn it down.
But it was so messy, we couldn't tear it down. We actually had to burn it.
Is that more than one person shitting in the house, or was just the one person?
No, it's one person.
Wow.
10 years. I mean, you got 3 or 4 times a day, 10 years, every day, day by day.
Are hot girls ever hoarders, or is it always just like very vile-looking people?
I think they started. A lot of them start as hot girls. I mean, it's a fine wine. You can't be a good hoarder overnight. It takes 10, 15, 20 years. Tell
the story, Matt. He cleared a house of a guy into kiddie porn, but the guy called you, right?
Yeah, and this was not on A&E. I want to make sure they always ask me to make sure clear this. This one was on our personal job.
Okay.
But we went out, and this guy, his family called us. He was having heart disease, and he was going to die. and the family wanted to send him home so he could have hospice. So we were going and thinking, oh, this poor sweet guy.
Yeah.
Well, we get there and we start realizing, well, this is some interesting toys. This is some interesting pornography. And the deeper we got, we started finding some Polaroids, some really aggressive stuff, and it was all child pornography.
Wow.
And so we're like, what do we do here? So we called a buddy of mine as a cop, and he's like, well, actually, you have to report this. So we called the guy. The guy ends up going to jail for 3 years. He gets out of jail, fills the house up again, because we actually did clean it, and he calls us again and says, hey, can you come clean my house again? And we had just sent the guy to jail for 3 years.
And yet he
Who
wasn't.
else you gonna call?
He wasn't angry. One thing about those kiddie porn guys, they're very forgiving. So you clean his house, you find kiddie porn, you report him to the police, he goes to jail, he comes back home, he says, hey, you guys were pretty good at cleaning, come on back. But you didn't find any more kiddie porn there.
Well, I told him to fuck off. I mean, we're not going to.
Oh, you didn't go. You didn't want that job.
I mean, I hire all ex-cons. My morality gauge is pretty wide open. I've guys that murder people on my team, but I will not work with the child pornographer. Period. I mean, that's the one thing I won't touch.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Is the worst thing you ever found a dead body in a house?
I did find a dead body. The smell is unique. You'll never get that out of your head. For me,
what's that smell like? Does it smell like shit?
No. If you haven't smelled it, I mean, you can't even get it out of you. You end up shaving your head and your eyebrows because you just can't get the smell off your body.
You're saying if a body decomposes and you get the smell on you, you shave your head and your eyebrows.
I did. Yeah, I shaved my head because I couldn't get it was like, that old trick where you wipe poo under someone's nose at camp and the guy, all he smells is poo. Well, it's kind of like, I mean, that's all you smell once you find a dead body. That's the worst. That was probably the worst for me.
How long had the body been in there?
Well, that was when we were doing foreclosures in downtown D.C.
Oh.
Just knocking down doors of foreclosures for the banks. And
so that's why the person wasn't paying.
He wasn't actually deleting.
He had a good excuse.
Yeah. He had a good excuse.
How long had he been in there? Do you have any idea?
It had to at least have been 120 days.
Wow.
We wouldn't have been in there. We wouldn't have gotten the work order. That was awful because he had killed himself and he was just laying on a chair. So the mental, and what that gets to is the mental stuff that we deal with. We're not just picking up trash. We're finding really horrible.
Do you find it hard to sleep at night, or do any of you guys get like post-traumatic stress syndrome?
The abusive ones, the one like you'll have hoarders that are so protective of their stuff that they'll scream at you and hit you, and the abusive hoarders, they're the ones that give you the post-traumatic.
You had a hoarder try to hit you to keep you from taking all their shit out of their house.
Yeah, I had a 70-year-old lady swing at me, which was pretty funny.
Anybody make contact?
I did. An 80-year-old guy, actually, we found out he had been beating his wife, and we called him on it, and he got really angry with us and tried to bully us, and he connected pretty square on my jaw.
He punched you in the face.
Yeah.
You're a pretty tough guy. What were you in prison for?
I didn't go to prison. I had a gambling addiction, man. I actually worked for Caesar's Palace. I'm not a tough guy. I just have seen it all now.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you've seen it all, every day my job is to go into someone else's rock bottom.
Right.
And so but I also on the backside is I see people come out of that, and I see the miracles happen, and I see people do good things. So for me, I don't care. Do
you find that people stay clean after you've cleaned out all this stuff?
Hell no.
Great question. No, that's a good question.
I say no way.
Well, and this is what's so good about hoarders on A&E. They pay for the aftercare, and the aftercare is the key. If they go to therapy, there's about a 60% chance they'll stay clean.
Wow.
If they don't go to therapy, it's 100% guaranteed they'll fail.
Wow.
They'll go back up by Christmas. If they don't do this, there's a reason they do it, and there's a psychological reason they do it, and you got to get into the head and you got to deal with that psychological issue or it'll never get fixed.
Eric, you're on the air with Matt Paxton. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, now.
Hey, Papa Billy. My cousin, she's a hoarder, and she's pretty hot too. They actually did the local news did a story on her, and yeah, she's hot. I heard you mention.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess there are some hot chicks who hoard. I don't know. Did she collect her feces at all?
No, there's no duty or nothing. Just messy. bags and food and stuff like that.
Oh, it's so disgusting. Will, go ahead. You're on the air in St. Louis.
Hey, hi. My name's Will, and I think I worked with you, Mr. Paxton, out of St. Louis. Did a job here for the TV show Hoarders.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I was the exterminator on that one.
Yes, that was roaches everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, brown recluse.
What is it too? I imagine there's tons of bugs when you finally get to the bottom of the like if somebody collects bags and stuff. That's where bugs collect, right?
Well, the house this guy's talking about, we were putting cotton balls in our ears and taping up our assholes because there were so many roaches.
Really? You mean you were just afraid that they would actually crawl into your ear?
Yes, that was a really scary. And brown recluse spiders. I mean, you couldn't even see the top 2 feet of the house because of the spider webs.
When you say roaches, you guys, you're talking about like not just a couple of roaches. You're saying like the whole wall could be covered in roaches.
They were raining off of the ceiling.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh.
When they came in to clean this, Howard, they had to come in with a hose and spray down the walls with water because there was so much like webs and dust and stuff.
But someone was actually living in the house?
Yeah, it was what was so
3
bad.
people, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a 13-year-old boy that they had in there with them.
Oh, wow. And the roaches are raining down on their head.
Yeah.
I got to actually know these people. I've been doing their service because
they're good people, aren't they?
Yeah, they were. I never met the husband, but the wife, me and her actually really got to kind of know each other because I've been back to that house.
And did you ever say to her, how could you live with so many roaches?
Yeah, well, she blamed it on her husband. But,
well, when you get to that point in life, it's easy it's just easier to blame it on other people. And that was a triangle family that everyone was blaming on each other. But that 13-year-old kid is such a good kid. We didn't care if we were getting rained on by roaches. You just wanted to help that kid, man.
So did Child Protective Services take the kid out of the home and like?
Yeah, that's how we got called in. Yeah, and he wasn't allowed back in until we cleaned it out.
Oh, they sent him back.
Well, no, the families, I don't think they're back in, are they?
No, not yet. They still. Well, see, what ended up happening is because everything went so wrong and the cleanup and everything, the house, they came in and sanitized the inside of the house, but it's never been cleaned yet.
Wow.
So you still walk in there, the kitchen floor is like walking on peanut butter. I mean, everything. It's unreal. It's just ungodly.
Yeah, and that was a house where really, if the family had the financial options, they really should tear it down and start over.
Right.
But
it's that bad.
Yeah, and the A&E can only do but so much. I mean, we're not. No one's millionaire, so you can't just throw. There's a budget, and we can only do but so much.
No. Listen, you gave them a start. Do you think they'd take over?
Yeah, you're there to clean.
And for us, I mean, we have to put a lot of money into the therapy afterwards because without that, the house is going to fill up regardless.
Yeah, right. They'll go right back to their. It's weird too because he wondered just like why did they let themselves get in this situation? But it's mental illness, right? There's no rational.
Right, absolutely. There's a problem.
Yeah.
Nobody would rationally do this. They can't. That you just can't help it. They don't want to do this. They're good people. It started off with one bad decision.
Right.
But you think there may be one person like that.
Yeah, right.
This is a whole
It's an epidemic,
series.
Evidently. Yeah.
There's millions. And the show blew the doors off it. Now there's a ton of shows about it, which is great because I always say it's like it's the next alcoholism. I mean, in the 50s, people were like, it was so embarrassing to say your uncle was an alcoholic. Now you say my uncle's in AA, and you're like, good for him. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it takes I guess it takes some of the secrecy out of it. Yeah. But what I always say, it starts with just one shit in the tub, and then you're hooked.
The first time you do that, just realize.
I heard that, I tell you.
Yeah. Hey, Will in St. Louis, thanks for the call. Are you coming over to America's Got Talent?
Actually, I got tickets for Saturday at 11 o'clock.
All right, I'll say hi to you.
Thanks, Howard.
All right, later, man.
Hey, that guy Will, I remember him now. He actually gave his services for free to help that family.
Wow, hey, Will, you're a good dude.
We try.
I bet. All right. Good man, Will. See, my fans are good people.
I'm learning there's good people everywhere. You just got to give them opportunities to be good.
Right. I fortunately don't give anybody opportunities.
Well, you know what? This will change my life. You're giving a lot of people awareness.
Take one last call, Matt. I've held on to you long enough, but let me. You got to get back to cleaning. But
yeah,
Kirk,
I mean, I wonder how bad you have to be to make it on the TV show.
Yeah, I know. Any big job today, Matt? You going out anywhere?
No, I'm home all week. We start filming again next week. For us, Robin, the saddest thing is most of the time I'll go into a house now and I have to tell them that their house isn't messy enough for me to clean it.
When you hire ex-cons to work for you, how do you know which ones you can trust?
We go through a program that they've been sober for 2 years. And
I see.
You can't trust all of them, but there's a lot of those dudes are, those guys. I want the ones that if they sneeze wrong, they're going back to prison tomorrow.
Kirk, what's right? They have something to lose. Hey, Kirk, go ahead. You have the last word with Matt.
Hey, Howard, does this Matt guy ever worry or have like a health scare with hepatitis or SARS from cleaning up these dirty fucking people?
He's wearing a hazmat suit.
I do. I get.
Yeah, but you ever got poked or anything where you're like, oh shit?
We do walk out if we see needles. We walk out. That's the only thing we'll say no to, and our shots are up to date like you wouldn't believe.
If you walk into a house and you see some like drug addicts living there and there's exposed needles, you will walk out and refuse the job.
Yeah, you're on your own. I'm not going to die for these. I'll almost die for them, but I'm not going to die for them.
You'll clean their shit, but you ain't cleaning their needles.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Matt, thank you, and Kirk, thank you. Matt Paxton on the season finale of Hoarders. Oh, Sour Shoes has a question. How can you refuse him? Matt, one last question. Yes, Sour Shoes.
Hi, Matt. Matt, when you have to clean up the poo-poo in the house when it's in the living room, is it in 5-gallon buckets, or how is the poo? Is it on the floor, or is it...
Sour Shoes, I thought you were going to ask... He's asking in his baby voice.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's in buckets, sometimes it's just laying in open diapers, and sometimes it's on the wall.
All right. I shouldn't have gone to that. All right. Let's just say also check out Matt's podcast, available on iTunes at 5decisionsaway.com. Hey, Matt, fascinating.
Hey, guys, thanks so much for the time. I really appreciate you letting everybody know about this.
I might have to call you in for helping out with cleaning out JD's office. I'm seeing a lot of magazines and things.
Absolutely. Bring it. I'll clean up anything.
All right, Matt.
Guys, thanks so much.
Later.
Thank God for
interesting
him.
work, actually. Yeah, thank God for him.
He found a niche and he filled it.
It's crazy stuff, right?
They say that's the best way to do, to get into a business.
That's
is
what they
to
say.
Find something nobody else is doing.
I found a business. No one's willing to clean up 45,000 pounds of some human feces. I think I'm onto something.
I think I'm onto something.
Hey, good for him, though. Covering addict.
He's giving other people second chances. It's a good deal.
Yeah, well, there you go.
That was great. That was great. The best line was he goes, "We were putting cotton balls in our ears to tape it up our assholes." Are you a hoarder?
Not like that, but I can understand, not for feces, but I can understand how it's hard to make decisions about like paper.
Well, my parents are so the opposite.
Oh my God.
They don't allow anything to stay in the house. Like you couldn't save anything. I mean, that story about my comic books is tip of the iceberg. I mean, they go through that house, if they see... It's...
Well, you have a little of that in your
history.
You talk...
Now I do. I used to be a big slob, but...
Because you sometimes you'll get here and you'll just go... you do one thing that makes me crazy because it's your parents and my parents. You have the ability to push a whole stack of stuff out without looking at it. I got to look at everything.
No, sometimes you have to just do that. Because you realize you haven't looked at it in months.
I know, but you can't. There's something in there. There's got to be some. That's my fucking parents.
My parents, literally, their home is void of any personal detail. Like they'll throw everything out.
If they were moving, they wouldn't have to do anything. The house is ready to show.
It's ready to go.
And I love that.
I don't have to go in and clean anything.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John Hyde and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
So on Monday's wrap-up show, we were talking about the guests that were on the show, and one of the guests was a transgender person, and somebody called in who was a transgender person, I presume, and said that they had a vagina, and I said, I don't think you have one because it can't be a workable thing. And we got into this whole altercation where she was mad at me, but I wasn't mad at her. I was just trying to bring out a point. But you should check it out and see what happens.
Now we're going to move on to Raji, who came in, who is transgender and has cement in her face and in her ass. And
that was a tough story. I mean, I felt really bad for her.
Well, when you heard her explanation, though, about the doctor who did it, basically did the same thing and was also transgendered, I guess there was some kind of level of trust there.
Yeah, the other thing I think I got out of this whole thing, taking away transgender and all that other stuff, if something's way cheaper than it should be, there's probably a reason why.
Yeah, you get what you pay for in a lot of cases. Did you know that tranny was an offensive term? That's what ISIS was saying.
Really? I didn't know that. What do I?
Are you going to stop using it?
Me?
Yeah.
Did I? I don't know. Did I use it?
Well, I mean, would you say, hey, the trannies are here?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, would you?
Ronnie always says that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't know.
I guess. Yeah, I guess I would.
I'm still on the fence about whether I'm stopping using it or not.
Yeah.
So what did you think of Raji and ISIS today? ISIS came in late.
ISIS. I saw everybody before they came in all together, and she was scary looking when I walked in the room. You know, it was kind of. I didn't know what to say to her. You know, you don't know what to say, but I mean, ISIS was cute. You know, what can you say? It's like I was talking to one of the guys out here. I won't mention who it was, and he said, on a good night with a few drinks, you would never know what you were doing.
Well, the question I was asking around the office, and I'd like to try to get an answer. ISIS is, for all intents and purposes, a woman now.
Right, she has a fake vagina.
So if you marry ISIS, does that make you gay? It's the same silence I got from everybody else.
If you're legally, you're gay, if you're and technically, you're. I think you're definitely committing a gay act. I think, but it depends if your desire for her is as a woman. Then you're not. I don't think.
Yeah, but what would be the difference if you didn't know that she had the operation?
That's what I'm saying.
And you met her in a bar and you tried to pick her up, and then found out she had a cock.
Well, if you,
it's still the same difference. You're still going out with a guy.
No, that's what I'm saying. Technically, it's a gay act.
She's got a fake hole there now.
It's technically a gay act, but I think if someone desires her because they think she's a woman or think he's a woman, then they're doing it for a heterosexual reason.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
it's a gay act. I agree with you.
But
there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you're into.
I don't think so either.
How is it a gay act if she's a woman now?
Well, I mean, like if a man rapes you, you had a homosexual act, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you didn't desire it.
What I'm saying is that, is she a woman now? She's had the full sex change operation. Is she a woman, or is she a woman that used to be a man, which we know to be the truth?
To me, she's still a tranny.
But she's got all the working parts of a woman.
No, they don't really work. Now you know that. Now stop it.
How do you know that?
They don't work.
Experience?
No, they don't work. How could they work?
How could you say they don't work? Do you know that for a fact?
Dude, the way. Remember when I forget who it was, explained how the operation actually works? Yeah, it's not. Dude, it's still a guy.
I think it's nice to treat her as she wants to be treated, as a woman. However, every cell in her body is a male.
I just think it's my favorite part.
That's actually wrong.
Uh-oh.
Wrong.
Okay, who's this?
This is Diane in New Jersey.
Yes, I'm not.
What was your original name, Diane?
How you guys doing? It's kind of ironic that the first time I actually finally get through, and after listening since I don't know the early '80s, it's to criticize.
Diane, were you born a woman?
No, I was not. But there's this it's really kind of ironic that so many Howard and you guys are also gay and lesbian friendly, and you seem to really know your stuff. But when it comes to trans people, you are completely clueless.
Well,
I mean,
how are we clueless?
First off, it's not a gay act. Okay, number one. Okay, I've been married to my husband. It's going to be 10 years now. He dated exclusively, women that were born women. All before that, and when we have sex, he puts his penis in my vagina. So I don't see how that could be seen as gay.
Well, I think Diane, Ronnie says that there's no way your parts can work.
Right.
Well,
your vagina used to be.
Ronnie doesn't have my parts. I have my parts, and they work.
But work how? In other words,
you don't feel it. I'm sorry. There's no way.
Yeah, I feel it. Believe me.
Yeah. Maybe
Well,
you
how
feel.
would you not feel it?
Maybe you feel the pressure of it going in.
No.
There's no way you feel the same thing a girl feels. I'm sorry. It's impossible. Oh, please. I've heard doctors talk about this stuff, dude. Come on.
Hey, Diane.
Yeah.
How would you, in a short sentence, define a gay act?
Two men or two women doing something together.
So
sexually.
A lot of people would technically consider you biologically a man.
Right. In other words, Diane, if you were going to the Olympics, say, and it had to scrape your cells, would your cells come up as a woman or a man?
Well, chromosomally, they're male, but everything else is female. I mean, here's the thing. You're getting hung up on one thing. I mean, do you go around testing the chromosomes of every person that you've ever met?
Actually,
look, Diane, I'm not knocking you at all. I don't, whatever turns everybody on, it's fine with me. It doesn't bother me.
It's not even.
No, I'm not talking. I'm just trying to bring something out. Listen to your voice right now.
Yeah.
You do not sound like a woman. I'm sorry.
Well, that's because
I'm sorry.
You knew that before you. That's because.
Oh no! As soon as you got on the phone, I knew when he said hi. I knew you were a guy.
Diane, I got to go with Ronnie on this one. It says on the board. It says Diane from New Jersey, and it says Howard Stern supports gays but gets weird around transsexuals. So I thought we were talking to a woman. The reason I asked you were you born a woman was because I did hear it in your voice.
Here's the question: do you like popping pimples on your husband's back?
I'm sorry, John. I didn't. What was the question?
It's okay. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say, Diane.
The reason is, of course, you had that specter raised in your mind. I can tell you honestly, I'm on the phone, normally all the time. Never, ever does anyone ever say sir or mister or anything like that. It just doesn't happen. And this is, I'm talking, it's been, I transitioned over a dozen years ago.
Well, Diane, why do you feel that Howard, you said, supports gays but doesn't support transgendered people?
Well, because he doesn't know. I mean, he gets really weirded out, and he uses the wrong terms. He doesn't understand the difference. You guys were just saying before, you don't even understand why tranny is offensive, or get an idiot like Ronnie there that thinks he knows how my parts work.
Hey, we're getting towards
the
show.
First of all, I don't know why you're calling me an idiot. I didn't insult you. I'm trying to talk to you in a nice way, and now you're calling me an idiot. Okay? We had what's her name? What's his name comes up here?
What's her?
Our old friend, the one who got Siobhan. Okay? She came up here with her and showed us her thing. That's no way that thing is real. It smells. There's no way it works. Okay?
You're talking about
she's got to wash it out with a hose.
Have we ever done a contest where we have just the vagina and try to pick out the fake one?
No. But
Ronnie, you understand why Diane's offended. Basically, you said she has a fake. You said she has a fake hole. I mean, you don't see why she'd be offended by that? By calling it a fake hole?
Well,
because to her,
what do you, John? What do you call it? What do you call it? Do you think it's real? Do you think she feels anything? You're asking me. I'm asking you now. What do you feel?
Ronnie, I haven't gone through the experience of having that done to me. I don't know how it feels.
Well, what's your gut feeling?
Thank you, John.
I'm listening to when Siobhan talks about it, who had the same operation, basically said she really doesn't feel anything.
Well, and Siobhan had to keep a stent in it to keep it open. Remember?
John, gun to your head. Give me an answer.
Hey, Diane,
come on, John.
Diane, if I spray myself black, wear an afro, learn to dance, am I technically black then?
No, you're just Benji.
Oh my God! No, you're still Benji.
Diane, real quick, we only have 30 seconds. Go ahead, make your final point.
Well, the point is right there with what Ronnie was saying. You know, just like anything else, there are good doctors and there are bad doctors that do that kind of surgery. And Siobhan obviously is kind of a nutcase to start with. Most people, like me, you know, I'm married. I, have kids that go to school. I do all the normal stuff. My neighbors don't know. My friends. It's just something that happened in my past.
Diane, can I ask you a quick question before we end?
Sure.
You say you have kids, okay?
Yes.
Did you give birth to these kids?
No.
Okay.
The defense rests, Your Honor.
Diane, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
What if she had, Ronnie?
Checkmate, Ronnie.
Then I say it works. Then I'll say it works.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about the bad day that I was having, how Howard yelled at me, how I yelled back at him, how Howard was mad at me for going to the Springsteen show, how DePace agreed that I shouldn't have gone to the show, and all the crap that went on the show that day. Here's how it went.
Gary, you were, I don't know, today was your day. You and Howard were really at odds from the get-go, and I wonder, first of all, did you think you were being cantankerous at all, or do you think that Howard was all over you?
Well, I think it started this morning when we had the problem with the page, and then once that's, you can't argue with Howard on the air. He's always going to be right. I never get to present my side, so the audience thinks I'm stupid. Then you get a bunch of emails from you're a fucking moron and all that other stuff. But when he said later on in the show, are you on edge? Listen, if you've ever had a fight with your wife and you haven't sort of rectified it, it's 2 hours later, you're still on edge.
So that carried over, the stuff that happened, because Howard can't see orange, that carried over until later in the show.
Yeah, and then, the whole, the whole condescending, the condescending attitude in general is probably what gets under my skin. But, oh, Gary, it's almost like the way he was to me today was if I was a woman, oh, Gary, you must be on your period. You know what I mean? It was like that condescending.
Well, did you think it was that way from the Page stuff or later on with the tickets?
Later on. But even in the Page stuff, it got condescending. Gary, here's what I would do. Here's how you recognize colors. And here's what if you have a dog and this is what you do. And, he starts talking to me like I'm in third grade.
So you had more of an issue with his tone than you did with what he was, the subject matter.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
And were you able to remedy the situation? Is the color...
We were able to identify the problem. Now getting it fixed is the next issue.
And is it insulting when he says to you, well, why don't you talk to Jeff Schick? Why don't you talk to someone else? Like, he was insinuating that you weren't exploring the problem. You were saying, yeah, it's a problem. We got to deal with it.
I don't know that Jeff Schick is available to me to do anything I want, anytime I want. I could just as easily have called him and Howard said, what are you bothering him with that shit for? And I don't know that the people from Profit are going to talk to Jeff Schick because he doesn't work for Sirius, and that's who they have the contract with. So, yes, I had not thought of that.
And do you think it's questioning your professionalism on the air, even though it happens a lot?
It is. It's sort of saying, you're not that bright, but I keep you around anyway.
And then with the tickets later on, he was saying he knew the situation. He was just telling you what he wanted done. But at that point, you were just pissed off.
Well, no, I didn't know the situation at all. And the last words I heard were Steve said to me, this guy's already got tickets. So I said, this guy's already got tickets. Howard's like, yeah, I got it. Calm down. But I was in working with, I can't listen to every second of the show. I was in working with Scott on something that I wanted to get on the air right away. So by the time I walked back, I could not hear what had transpired.
And do you not want to go to Austin at this point?
No, I'm going to Austin. Of course I'm going to Austin.
I mean, you weren't the only one that Howard was taking issue with today. Scott DePace, during that whole Bill Maher thing, DePace, I don't know if he defended Rush Limbaugh, but I guess he did, and called Howard a hypocrite. And immediately Howard was all over you, Scott.
Here's the thing. Here's the difference I just want to say. He's questioning Scott DePace's politics and opinion.
not his professionalism.
That's right. And that's where it gets under my skin.
Now, do you think Gary was a little too sensitive today with Howard, or do you think he had every right to go back at him?
Well, let's just say it definitely put Gary in a bad mood. So he was barking. He barked at me at one point. And
Gary or Howard?
Gary barked at me at one point.
Yeah, get John Lieberman in here, too. You want to hear about barking?
What
fucking threw him out of my office.
Gary gets in trouble from Howard, and then he starts taking it out on everyone else.
That's not true. I was barking at you because I was having that stupid argument with you during the show.
Howard brought up the Rush Limbaugh thing. As I always do to Gary, my way to get something through to the show, I'll say something to Gary. If he likes it, he'll put it through to Howard. So I said to Gary, Howard's being a hypocrite. Gary and I started having a quick conversation about it. During that, Howard then said, Gary, what did Bill Maher say? So I stopped the conversation so that Gary could answer him. Gary then started back with me going, what you're not going to talk to me? Blah, blah. And I said...
That's not what happened. We were having a conversation.
Yeah.
Howard asked me a question. Robin started to answer it.
No,
then
Robin started to answer it because you didn't answer.
No, I did. She answered before I could even open my mouth. Go back and listen to the tape. She answered it very quickly. But what happened was Scott and I were having a conversation, and somewhere in the middle, it got lost what we were discussing. I was discussing one thing. He was discussing another thing. And then I said, you know what? Maybe just don't talk to me on the box during the show.
Hey, Gary, I'm not saying it's right or wrong to fight back, but it did seem a little bit... more to me, like out of character for you to the level you got. Do you think, is there something else going on? Are you stressed about something?
There's absolutely nothing else going on. I mean, I think it started yesterday. I started taking some shit from him on the air. And then, so I was probably a little bit, I could be on edge about that. You come in the next day and you go, is it going to be more of the same? And it was more of the same.
When the Springsteen thing came up, that's when you got your back up a little bit. Because you're like, why can't I go to the show?
Right.
It seemed like that seemed to be the issue.
Nor was I the only one from this channel that went.
Who else went?
I'm not going to say. But I'm not the only one that went.
I wouldn't go.
I wouldn't go because I wouldn't get a ticket.
But you weren't invited. What if it were... I put it all in perspective. What if it was...
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd or Dave Matthews?
Honestly, I was surprised that you went.
Were you?
Just because I know how, if I had went, it would be a little different.
But hold on.
But
if
you're Howard's right-hand man.
If Howard was so against the concert, then why did he give away tickets?
I don't know. I would guess that he's obliged to it, right?
He was not. He was not obliged.
Did it cross your mind at all?
It came up for a second. Someone else that went with me said, are we going to be looked at as turncoats for this? And I said, I don't think so, because Howard gave away tickets on the air. I think it's Howard's thing.
Scott, you think Gary was personally insulting Howard because he went to the Springsteen show?
I think it was quite clear that Howard wanted nothing to do with that concert on the air.
Except he gave away the tickets.
About it. Okay, I didn't see that part, and I would think that he would want anyone on his team to really not participate in that event. I thought that's quite obvious, but. You say the ticket thing? I don't know. Maybe Howard just felt like, why hold the audience in his gripe and let me give some tickets out. But
I mean, I didn't go to the Springsteen. I went to the Springsteen show not as a show of support for Sirius or as a fuck you to Howard. I went to go see my favorite artist in a way that I was never going to get a chance to see him again.
Did you give any of the Sirius execs mean looks or anything?
No. You hardly saw anybody there. I mean, saw a couple of executives, but it wasn't like a. You went in, you saw a couple people.
I'm not saying this at all to say you're a bad person, or I just think maybe you made the wrong call. But I don't. I mean, your allegiance is clearly with Howard.
I think that's pretty obvious.
But I think one question is, Gary, do you think Howard carried those feelings over from yesterday about you going to Springsteen to his criticism of you today?
I don't think that's the reason he got mad about the pages. But when he was breaking my balls, he managed to throw that in a couple of times.
Jay in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Good.
Good. I was just wanting to say that it's very clear over the radio that Howard is bullshit at Gary about going to the concert.
What do you mean?
I feel like Howard feels backstabbed by him.
And you think that's why all this stuff's coming up lately?
I definitely do, and Gary, how many times have you seen Springsteen? 700, and you couldn't sit this one out?
I've seen him about 50 or 60 times, but if this was Madison Square Garden, I probably wouldn't have gone. But it was a way to see him that I've never seen him in my life. Probably never will again.
Luis in New Mexico, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello.
Hey, Luis.
Hey, Gary, I'm a big fan, first-time caller. By chance, maybe you got into it with somebody on the staff? Because when you guys, when Howard was busting your balls, it kind of seemed like somebody had control of that switchboard. Because after he started hollering at you, it went back to, I guess, was it orange? When it was white?
No. I know what you're saying. We identified an issue. Nobody was fucking with me. It is a problem. There's a bug in the system that we found.
Why don't you put a number on it? If that said 24, and you can say, Howard, it's number 24. It's so easy. Why have something that's
24
subjective?
isn't that easy to identify. When you get 50 numbers, it's as hard to find as it is in colors.
If you drop it in a slot and you know it's in slot 24.
But where's slot 24? There's 48 slots on a page. It's not that easy to find.
Well, it's like anything.
No, like an X and a Y.
There's 18,000 ways to do it, but if there were one row that had 10 and then the next 10, I think Howard can put 2 and 2 together. And it just seems like it's not subjective. A number is not subjective like a color is.
But that wasn't the issue today.
That's right.
Yeah, it was. It was about a color. They were going back and forth.
It had nothing to do with how complex the system was or not. JD actually pointed out the glitch, which surprised me and got Gary snapped at me a little bit when I was asking Gary, what is your reaction to the fact that JD identified the glitch, not the Prophet people? And that was the first time Gary snapped at me.
I thought it was a dumbass question.
The reason why...
No, and I'll tell you why, because the Prophet people weren't here. How could... In other words, anybody... Hold on a second, John. Anybody that could have worked on it hadn't even been called yet. So...
what your response was... Anybody who knows the Prophet system would have been able to identify it, but you didn't. JD did.
No, I said that
said.
anybody who was working with the system that knows how to look for that stuff hadn't looked at it yet. So I don't know what the big surprise was. Yeah, cool. JD found it. He figured it out.
That's all I was asking
you were making it sound like, am I shocked that JD found it when a guy that works at the Prophet system couldn't find it? That's what I took it. I thought it was a dumb question.
As a reporter, they had just gotten into it. Then there was a break. So I asked Gary the question. I said, Gary, what do you expect from Howard during this break? And he goes, fuck you. Get out of my face. I've been doing this 30 years. I worked during the break.
I didn't say I've been doing this 30 years. I did. I was pissed at him. I was just plain annoyed that he was following me at that point.
Were you surprised Gary reacted this way to you?
I was surprised at the fuck you. It was a legitimate question, and I thought Gary thought it wasn't. It's a legitimate question.
No, it is a legitimate question. I was just pissed
going in, what do you expect? And so, but look. Gary's always been very forthcoming with the news team. And secondly, he was getting it from all sides today. You had cameras in your face, microphones, all that.
Here's what I will say to you, John. I still hold fast that the first question was a dumbass question, and the second question was a legitimate question, and I was pissed, and I apologize.
Okay. Well, I disagree, because you keep saying we found the glitch. JD found the glitch. Right?
Well, we, our staff, sure.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant we, including yourself.
No, we here at the show.
Okay.
I didn't find anything.
Okay.
All right, I want to move on.
Nor did I ever insinuate that.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.
Who came in? John looks dissatisfied with that answer, by the way. Why are you shaking your head, John?
No, I think it's a little disingenuous. Gary said a few times, we found the glitch, and I just wanted to pinpoint it. Because I think a lot of people back there were surprised. JD found the glitch. Scott, the engineer, then relayed that message to Gary. That's all I was saying.
Are you saying like I was taking credit for it?
You insinuated that you helped find the glitch. I think. Maybe I heard wrong, but that's what I thought. Did anybody else hear that? Or I'm not picking a fight.
No, I know. I just think I think you're being picky about when I say we found it. That's what I would say to Howard. And when I went in, I told Howard that JD in fact found it. I guess I was saying we when we were talking, but
in the greater we.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think there was anything more to it than that. I think if you ask the staff here, I think you'll find that I'm the last person on the staff to try to take credit for what somebody else did.
We never do that.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, Sal was back to explain how he mispronounced 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄's name as Ellie. But the great thing about Sal is that he'll never admit he's wrong. And we found out what Sal meant by why magazines talk, and it's just another fascinating insight into the mind that is Sal Governale. Not too deep, but thoroughly entertaining.
Jim in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
I wanted to talk about the 𝗦𝗵cie thing.
Go right ahead.
I wanted to call bullshit on Sal not knowing how to pronounce her name, because, I mean, for 25, 30 years, I've never heard anybody call her Ellie. I mean, if there was an I in her name, I'd say, yeah, you could get that confused, but E-L-L-E, I mean, come on, he knew Howard would pick up on that.
Jim,
I knew it.
I swear to you, on the life of my children, if you were in here yesterday and you saw Sal, right, doing it, there was no hint of comedy at all. And when I cracked a joke about it again, and he looked at me and asked why I was bringing it up, he looked genuinely surprised.
Sal,
first of all, I don't think 𝗦𝗵cie from Ellie or however the hell it's spelled is such a huge stretch.
But
I think
we're not.
If there was a name, B-E-L-L-E, what's that name?
Bell.
E.
Bell. No, B-E-L-L-E.
Yeah.
Like Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Exactly.
Take away the B.
Take away the B. L, I guess. L. Good point. I mean, but that's like
But
that's like McKine. That's like spell machine. McKine.
But Sal,
it's the same thing. Pronunciation.
You
and
know Bell's the right way to say it, right?
Yeah.
So if someone started calling Bell Belly, wouldn't you think they're a moron?
Bell to Belly, yes. L to Ellie, no. Ellie's probably a popular name. It sounds like a feminine name.
Okay, here's the other thing too. I'm gonna even toss out the spelling thing.
I just made a mistake on a name.
I'm gonna toss out the spelling part of it.
Okay, toss it
She
out.
really is an iconic figure of the last 25, 30 years.
Not on my radar, my friend. She's really not on my radar. I'm telling you, she really isn't.
Was Cheryl Tiegs on your radar?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Right, okay.
Ellie wasn't. I mean, Elle wasn't. She really wasn't on my radar.
She's probably one of the top 5 best-known supermodels.
Top 3, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I'm not in that department, and maybe I was busy looking at Penthouse at the time. I know Cheryl Tiegs. I know Christy Brinkley. I know Mrs. McPherson.
Howard's other point this morning was, even though she might be outside your wheelhouse, that she's been talked about here for like the last week or two.
And on the show, Howard said so.
I'm busy.
But the whole day, Howard goes,
I'm busy.
So, Elle, how are you doing? So, Elle, what did you do? So, Elle, when did you get married? Did you not hear that?
Yes, I did. And
did you think he was doing it wrong?
So, Gar, how you doing? Not Gary. Gar,
right.
how you doing? I mean, that's how. And
Makes
again,
sense now.
again, I think you guys are just like you're putting me on a petri dish under a microscope, and you're really. You're just scrutinizing every little thing. It's not that big of a deal. I know you find it to be a big deal, but 𝗦𝗵cie, Elle, is not that big in my world. And I think in the entertainment spectrum, as you guys are making her out to be. And everybody fucks up. Who's the drummer from, all right, he's been here 3 times. Who's the drummer, Gary, from the Foo Fighters?
Well, I thought it was Dave Grohl, but it's not.
It's who?
Taylor, and I don't know what his last name is.
All right, Taylor Hawkins.
Okay.
Today, Howard called him Taylor Hawks. He screwed up. He interviewed the guy 3 times. He's a popular drummer. He's in the spectrum of the entertainment industry.
I don't think Taylor Hawkins is anywhere near the recognizability of 𝗦𝗵cie.
But Howard did interview him 3 fucking times.
Now, do you think if you brought that up to Howard's attention, he'd fight you on it and say, no, Hawks, I meant to do that on purpose. He'd say, you know what, I was wrong. I said his name wrong.
I'm wrong too, but I don't think not as wrong as you think I am. I'm just not as wrong.
The best thing today.
I'm wrong. I'm not
and
stupid wrong.
And the reason why I didn't go to Howard to argue it is because it's Howard. I waited to do it here.
A great moment today was
I'm no idiot.
I was waiting to go in and do my update.
Well, maybe a little bit.
And Sal comes over to me. He goes, I knew it was Elle. And I go, no, you didn't.
I knew it.
And he goes, Jesus, I can't even pull that off. Like he tried to, and
He didn't know it. It was a mistake. It was funny. But Jason's right. The issue wasn't the mistake. It was more how you fought it with Robin telling her that magazines don't talk. And,
Yeah, she goes, can't you read magazines? Yeah. You can read but if I read phone on a magazine, I would phone. You know what I mean?
What? No.
Phone. Like,
I don't know what you mean.
Like, she's saying just because it's written, you should be able to announce it.
Yes.
If I see phone on a magazine, yes, you don't say phone, you say phone. A magazine doesn't speak. That was my point.
Did
Robin,
you think it was called 𝗦𝗐𝗄𝗿 magazine?
He did.
Oh, she has the magazine. That's right. That's the magazine. I didn't even know that. Now it's all coming. I've heard of the magazine, sure.
What about VOGUE? That one is
okay. If
it's Vogue.
Right.
Vogue.
Well, right. If a magazine could speak, you would say they would say Vogue. Otherwise you would see it as Vogue. Robin.
Oh, you wouldn't.
I'm saying Robin. Guys, the point I'm trying to make is that Robin's argument doesn't hold water. She's saying that it's written on the magazine. That
Right.
doesn't matter. I guess now that it's a cover of a magazine and it's a popular magazine, I know what she's saying. But even then, I don't know. I know the magazine, 𝗦𝗐𝗄𝗿 magazine.
Yeah. Anthony in Texas, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, Anthony?
Hey, first of all, happy birthday, Gary.
Thank you.
I'm talking about what's the name, Sal. I've heard of 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 before, but she's not somebody, on somebody's radar like you would a Christy Brinkley or something like that. I mean, I grew up with, I don't know, it just, you don't really think about her, I mean.
Yeah, but Anthony, you said her name. It's 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Yeah, not 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Yeah, but he also heard it, he knows it now from the show. He was corrected just like
You're saying that he didn't know it before yesterday?
Well, he perhaps, maybe not, but he said she's not big in the spectrum of
By the way,
celebrities
didn't
out
he
there.
just say he's also a fan of Kristen Brinkley?
He said Christy Brinkley.
Oh, he did? Okay.
I think it's funny because I think Christy Brinkley and Cheryl Teagues, I think 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 falls right in there.
Did you think 𝗦 magazine was named after, or Ellie, whatever you want to say it?
When I heard 𝗦 magazine, I'm thinking perhaps she is a model and Oprah has the 𝗦 magazine, maybe 𝗦's 𝗦 magazine. I don't read modeling magazines. I don't read female magazines unless they're naked spread eagle.
I picture Sal looking for a magazine.
That's the only female magazine I read.
Were you looking for a magazine with the letter L on it, and that's it? I
wasn't looking for any magazine.
All right, thanks for calling in, Ted.
It was Robin. When Robin said, "Don't you know the name from the magazines?" I thought she meant it on a broad spectrum, like Elle is interviewed in numerous magazines. She's a supermodel. I didn't know she specifically meant Elle magazine.
So you thought she was talking about the person in a magazine.
Exactly. Like, don't you read?
That actually makes the magazines don't talk comment much more interesting.
Well, yeah. Thank you, Gary.
Dude, I fucked up.
They're on the line right now.
security does.
Was she booked for
Wow, I had no idea.
Way earlier than. I'm just saying definitely.
I fucked up. She's on the calendar for. Let's just get him up and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta talk to you about something else that's important. Oh.
Yeah, they still got a great television show, right? That one. Wait a minute, put yourself together now.
I can't. I don't know what the fuck happened.
What are you
I had it on my calendar. I don't know what the
doing?
fuck happened. So she said we're gonna try to get Eric on the phone. And got a couple of notes on her. I mean, she doesn't know there's any drama. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff to get.
I know. But now you can do yourself. I just wanted you to know that before.
Oh dear.
Mary, is this are these appearances at this point very easy for you? I mean, most people get nervous to talk to Howard, but
I'm always a little nervous, sure.
really?
Yeah, of course.
He knows you and
He knows me.
respects you, and you go back, you have a past with him,
That you have to hope that means something, but you never know with him.
and now a connection to Eric the Midget, so
And now that.
I mean, you're VIP up here, so
Oh, well, thank you. That's nice. That'll help me. That takes a little of the nerves away.
good. All right, we'll see you in the studio,
Okay,
Mary.
honey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In a couple of seconds, we'll be talking to 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄.
Ooh.
Who Gary forgot was coming in today.
You're kidding.
No, he never told me.
I knew. She's
Eric knew.
here, and he forgot her?
He did. He came in. He goes, Wolf. I forgot Mary.
Sorry, they're talking
He forgot to pull the call. He
Gary
forgot
forgot you were
Mary
coming in
to.
today.
Yeah, he's out of it.
What's going on?
What an asshole you are.
So sad.
How'd you forget that Mary was coming in? I mean, you're in
You know,
charge.
I got the email. I wrote back her people and I said yeah, it's on the calendar, and then it just wasn't on the calendar.
Yeah.
I knew she was booked. I just forgot it was for today.
Who's in charge of putting it on the calendar?
Me?
Oh, you just didn't do it.
I guess not.
Maybe you thought of her because she was in my movie as like part of the show and part of the family.
No. Shit happens. I'm sorry. I'm
forgettable.
No big deal.
But she wouldn't have brought it up on the air.
I bet you didn't forget going to the Springsteen show.
I did not.
Yeah. I was surprised you went, man. Knowing sort of like what's going on and everything.
Well, in what respect?
Nothing. Never mind. I'm not going to
In
bring it
what
up.
respect?
I'll bring it. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I went to go see Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we know where.
I mean, is there more you want to say?
No, that's okay. Do what you have to do, bro. Can't live without a Springsteen concert. How was that concert that I paid for?
It was actually very good.
Yeah. Everyone had a good time? What did we pay, Bruce? $1 or $2 million?
I have no idea. I have no idea how that worked out.
Good. Everybody party on. Party on, bro.
This is all we got here, too. This is just as much as we can do real quick. Just that this is the final season of the show, which is premiering this week. Average 5 million viewers last year. She's working on another show.
She had 3 kids.
Yeah,
Mary. 6-month-old.
Yeah,
we're gonna try and get Eric too up.
We're trying.
Yeah.
You know, we're definitely trying.
He's deadly.
You don't want him on?
I don't know. What do you think?
I
think we kind of did it. We did that rap with him, though.
But I think it's sort of good, but, you know, I said to, you know, she said she thought he was nice. I was like, you don't really know. I said, tell Steve we can
find an angle on her. 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄 is, what is she? Oh, she's promoting In Plain Sight, of course.
Of course.
What the hell happened with that show? What?
It comes and goes. You know, they have a season.
I thought it was a big hit show. Why is it ending?
They probably had, what, a 5-year run or something?
Mary, be honest with me. Hi, Mary.
Hey there.
So beautiful, 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄. Look at her. Lovely. Just had a kid and she's already lovely.
I'm on my way.
Good for you. What are you doing?
Fighting my way back.
When you're an actress and you have a baby, there's a mad dash to get back in shape.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
So what are you doing to get in shape? Pilates?
I'm not doing Pilates.
Yeah.
I'm running.
Are you running? How many miles a day?
Oh, I don't do more than 3. I don't have a lot of time. I do work sort of long days when I'm shooting.
And you're eating or no?
I'm eating. I have to eat. I don't eat a ton though. When I'm working, I have to like sort of remind myself to eat.
How much weight do you gain when you're pregnant?
I gain a lot. I'm
You did?
pretty serious about it. I think maybe because I'm an actress, I think I'm a big girl anyway. I mean, I think I definitely sort of can gain weight.
Well, you're tall.
Pretty easily. But
Yeah.
you're sweet. But
how much weight do you gain?
Geez.
Like, did you go up what did you go up to?
Oh, I was at 2.
200?
Yeah.
Holy,
Yeah.
holy smoke!
No, I don't mess around.
200 pounds.
Yeah.
Maron. And
We wouldn't even recognize
I
you.
mean, good thing I didn't see
like
you.
neck fat, and no, I would never. I didn't leave the house for the last few months. I think because I have like 3 times in my life where I can be
Did you
a
feel
big fatty, and people are like, "You look great."
Did you feel like you had cement in your ass? I mean, like our last guest? Our last guest had cement in her ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No.
no, but I mean, you feel, as a woman, and I know you're used to getting a lot of attention from men, you're attractive,
I'm not,
obviously.
no.
Yes, you are. And so, all of a sudden, do you feel ugly or do you feel beautiful? They say
No, I don't feel beautiful. I don't
Yeah.
feel beautiful or powerful. I feel disgusting.
And sex with your husband goes on during pregnancy, or you just back off?
It does, but I think it's like I feel sorry for him.
It's mercy sex.
Yeah, a little. I
he
feel
feels
sorry
bad
for
for
him.
you.
I don't know. I don't know what he feels, but he's
And was-
kind.
and was he-
I married a kind man.
And was he like, no, you're so beautiful, you
yeah,
glow?
he
your
says
face?
the perfect
He
thing.
said
He
the
said
right
I
thing.
married the right guy.
And were you like, look, it's perfectly fine with me if we don't fuck during my pregnancy?
No, because I think probably he wants to have sex too. You know, I think
Right.
like I don't want to be a lame wife in that area. I mean,
Right.
I'm
But
already
why not
gross.
just jerk him off and then like you won't have to deal with the whole sex? But although maybe you wanted to have sex during the pregnancy, but at some point,
At a certain point, you don't really want to have sex because you're in so much.
the 6 month by then, no
Yeah,
more.
well, you just get so uncomfortable. I mean,
Right.
you feel kind of gross and protective of
Right.
the baby, and
Yeah.
even though there's nothing wrong with that, I don't know. You just start to feel like,
And
oh,
if you
your
get up-
boobs hurt. I mean, everything hurts.
And if you get up to 200 pounds,
Yeah.
you're like, hey,
Yeah.
suddenly I'm like a mercy.
I was unbelievable.
Wow,
yeah.
I
So
can't imagine.
yeah, but I did that. I became huge with each of the babies.
Are
I've
you a
had 3 kids.
breastfeeder? Do you feed?
I did breastfeed with each of them.
And doesn't that supposedly like
Yeah.
shrink your vagina or your uterus or something?
It says it shrinks your uterus back a little, and I think initially it does, but I really lose all my weight after I stop breastfeeding because you need fewer calories. Like when you're breastfeeding, you're famished all the time, or at
And
least
how-
I am. I
and
mean,
how-
you have to eat so much to make milk.
How long are you going to breastfeed? Are you breastfeeding currently?
I'm not.
You're
no,
not. You're
she's
done.
6 months. She just turned 6 months.
So you stop after what? 3 months?
With this one, I stopped after 3 because I was back in running around
Production.
with a gun and jeans, and I mean, I sort of felt like I owed. I have a crew of 200 people who,
can't
want me to
believe-
show up and be able to shoot.
I can't believe you had milk coming out of your titties.
Lots.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I
'cause
knew
I have
her
big,
before
big
she ever
boobs.
had milk in her titties.
It's true.
It's true. I knew
have
you.
big boobs, so I did
Wow.
not. I mean, I don't know if that matters, but I never had a problem making a lot of milk.
But don't they recommend 1 year of breastfeeding if your kid's brain is going to form or something? That it makes
Oh,
it.
her kids are not going to have brains?
No, it makes the kids smarter.
Tough break. Mommy's on TV.
When you were working with Eric the Midget,
Yes.
did you breastfeed him? Did you attempt? Because sometimes you forget and he looks like a baby. You know what I mean?
I did. I had Lillian on one and Eric on the other.
Be honest. How was it? Here, Eric, I'll put you on. Eric's on.
You're a fellow actor.
You're forever sort of attached to him now.
I love Eric.
You liked Eric.
Yeah, he was lovely.
By the way, there is a behind-the-scenes Howard TV special of In Plain Sight, and
With Eric?
with Eric the actor, and Mary is a part of it. I see her there on the set,
Wonderful.
and she's schmoozing Eric, and Eric stares at her and doesn't say
He
a
doesn't
fucking
say
word.
anything to her either.
He didn't say that.
No, we had a few conversations.
There is a piece of tape that's part of this special that will be on Howard TV, where he somehow gets what's that actress?
Tia Carrera.
Tia Carrera into his, did you know this?
No.
He gets Tia Carrera into his trailer, and she shows up, and she's like, okay, they tell her there's a guy in a wheelchair wants to meet her, so she can't say no. She gets into Eric's trailer, and she goes, oh, hi, Eric, and he's like, and then she goes, Eric, so how do you enjoy working on In Plain Sight? She's trying to be nice to him and start a conversation. He's like, good. And now Tia Carrera's staring at him, waiting. She knows she can't just walk away. So then she goes, well, Eric, did you like being an actor? Yes.
Does she know that he's on this show?
I don't know, but I felt so... Eric, she was so trapped with you. Good Lord. You have no rap with women.
Yeah, right. Okay, whatever.
Hey, dude, wait till you see this show. You're in there with 𝗻𝗄𝗿𝗱. You finally get her in there and nothing happens.
I love it.
That's Eric's theme music. Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
How are you?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You want to talk to Mary. Go ahead. I'll be quiet. Sorry, Eric. Hey, this is Eric with a girl.
All right.
All right, here we go.
So how are you doing this morning?
I'm all right. Eric, how are you?
I'm good.
That's a wrap.
How are things going on the set now?
Things are okay. We're getting through it. We're in our second to last episode.
That's good. So is there going to be any rap parties or anything like that?
Oh,
there is a rap party. You're welcome to come.
Yeah, but you'll have to fly him in and get him an oxygen
you gotta get there
tank.
yourself.
Yeah, right. Eric, why don't you just go to the rap party?
Will there be Pepsi?
Eric was at the America's Got Talent taping in San Francisco.
Yes, he was.
And I did go over and say hi, and I said, hey, Eric, what's happening? He goes, but it was hard to talk. There was a lot of noise.
A lot of noise in the room, huh?
Eric, are you done with Mary? Mary, by the way, was very kind of you to put Eric in the show.
Happy to.
Yeah. How did he do, really?
He did great.
Yeah. Have you seen his work?
I haven't seen it all cut together.
Right.
But I was there.
Were you
in the scene
told that
with
he did a
him.
good job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did great.
Yeah. Mary says you did great. She's a tough critic.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing it.
All right, Eric. If your husband died, and I don't wish that, but let's say he did.
Yeah.
He's human. It could happen.
Sure.
Would you ever date Eric? Or were you attracted to him at all?
I'll never say never.
Right.
You know, I'd have to get to know him a little better.
Uh-oh, now your husband's in danger.
Yeah. Poor Michael.
Eric will be plotting his death.
Eric, is Mary your type? I mean, would you bang Mary?
Sure, she's my type.
Right.
Good. Thank God. I'm like, go fine.
Yeah. Imagine he said, no, she's
I'm not feeling
that,
great. Yeah.
She's not that hot.
I'm
It's a slow climb back.
Well, Eric, I'm proud of you. You know, you were a gentleman over there.
Yeah, he was great.
He would have banged you even when you were 200 pounds.
That's nice of him.
Right.
He would have said all the right things.
You're not kidding. He would have said all the right things.
Absolutely.
You're beautiful at 200. I like a linebacker.
Okay, Eric. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Good talking to you.
Bye, Eric.
Bye. When is your episode air, by the way, Eric?
Oh, yeah. When does it?
On the 23rd of March.
23rd of March.
Yesterday was my birthday.
Happy
birthday.
How old are you? Like 13?
No, 37 now.
37.
Wow.
All right. All right. Happy birthday. What'd you do for your birthday?
Well, actually, just went out to breakfast, and that was it for my birthday. The day before, I hung out with my family.
Wow.
Get any good presents?
Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about this for a second, if I can be serious.
Uh-huh.
What age did they say you were going to drop dead, Eric?
I was not expected to make it out of my teens.
Yeah. Now he's 37.
He's 37 years old.
So what do you want to say to your doctor? Fuck you? You're the man. You did it. You beat the odds. That's what I tell my dog every day. She was only supposed to live to 8. She's 10. I go, tell the doctor, fuck you.
Every day's
That's
a gift.
right.
But
Every
did
day's
Eric-
a gift, isn't it, Eric?
Did Eric get any good birthday presents?
No.
No?
No, of course not.
Yeah, I got Amazon gift cards.
Oh, okay.
From who?
He loves those.
Who gave you an Amazon gift card?
Well, my my grandma, my brother, and my parents.
Mary's going to cry. Well,
He loves Amazon gift cards.
yeah.
Who doesn't?
I sent roller skates. He said it was inappropriate. All right. Thank you, Eric.
You haven't gotten any other dumb tweets from any of the fake accounts, have you, Mary?
No.
I don't think so. Thank you for telling me about that.
What? You got a fake tweet from an Eric imitator?
Yeah.
And what was it mean?
No, I don't think it was. I don't remember. I remember I got one from him, or I think.
You don't know.
I don't remember. I don't actually always. I'll go away for weeks.
You tweet a lot, actually.
What, like I'll do like 10 in a row, and then I won't look at it for a month because I get busy.
But
So
Mary's
I'm really inconsistent.
Mary's very nice on Twitter and answers.
Well, 'cause-
she's very sweet to people. And,
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have that kind of sense of humor. Some actors tweet a lot, and they're doing material, and I just think that, or they're like, "Oh, it's sunny where I am today," and I think, who cares?
Yeah,
like,
but
who cares?
Mary's like, she answers pregnancy questions, and
Or I'll say happy birthday to their sister. I mean, I don't mind. That seems nice.
All right, Eric, I got to go interview Mary now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, the fake Twitter account said to stop posting pictures of her and I together.
Okay. All right, Eric, thanks.
That's right.
He thinks I always know what he's... Thanks, Eric. Yeah, I think he thinks I know what he's talking about all the time.
Yeah.
What is he saying?
He said that the fake Eric on Twitter wrote and said, "Don't post pictures of me," because I posted a picture of Eric.
Okay.
I see.
Do you follow Eric?
No.
No.
But I don't follow a lot of people. I just don't want... I rarely look at it. I'm terrible.
Right.
I'll do if I have a little time, I'll do a bunch, and then I don't, and then I get busy and I forget about it.
I felt really bad when I went out to L.A. I don't get to see Mary a lot,
Mm-hmm.
So I felt really bad that when I was at Jimmy's party, I barely spent any time with you.
I got some time with you, and I got some time with Beth. I mean, it was all right. It was fun. We had fun. I knew a lot of people there.
Yeah, it's a good party.
Yeah, it is.
And are you aware that there are people who are afraid to meet me?
Yes.
You knew this?
Well, of course. Are you an idiot?
Yeah, I guess so. What would be intimidating?
What are you talking about?
Who's afraid to meet him?
Yo, I was listening to John Hines' show. And there was an actor there, this guy, and they
What's
say
his name?
he's on Parks and Recreation. I don't know his name. What is this guy's name? Do you know this guy?
I've seen him before. I don't know his
That's
name.
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott.
Yeah, Adam Scott.
Right.
Great actor.
So
and he's afraid to meet you?
Yeah,
But he was at the party last year.
Yeah, so the guy says, Jimmy was supposed to introduce me, and I had a whole speech planned for Howard. And I'm like, what am I, the fucking Messiah? I mean, honest to God. I mean, what is that? And so the guy
people are fans of the show,
but
and
the
I
guy
think it's hard
came
to
up-
meet someone when you're a big fan.
But why wouldn't you walk up and just say, "Hey, I'm a fan of the show. My name
You're
is
at the
my
party
name." No, you
even,
say
right.
my name is Adam Scott. I'm an actor on Parks and Recreation, and I like to say hello to you and meet you. And I'd say, "Hey, Adam, what's happened?" I mean, what is this? All of a
Yeah.
sudden, people are afraid to meet me.
All of a sudden?
All of a sudden, what is it about me?
Yeah, he doesn't hear the reputation
what is it?
he
You
has.
tell
Well,
Robin,
you tell
tell
me,
him.
Mary. What is
no,
it?
Robin, you tell him.
No, Mary, what is
Well,
it?
I don't know, because I didn't know you as. I mean, you've always been sweet to me, so
Right.
I'm not. I don't have those feelings, but I think people, I mean, it can be a tough room, it can be a tough interview. I think people think that your sense of humor on the radio show might be
Carried on in person?
maybe, yeah.
Do you think it has to do with the fact that I'm a judge now? People feel I'm sitting in judgment.
Maybe that you're
now?
judging. You're so into your position. What a douche.
I'm a judge.
What, you're a judge?
No,
I'm
don't
a
think
judge.
it's that. No, but actors, you have a lot of I mean, that's a fancy party now. You're hobnobbing.
It's a big deal.
I remember when we first started to become friends, you wouldn't go to those parties because you'd
No.
say it was too difficult for you to then do your radio show. But now all your friends are famous people. You have
Yeah.
a lot of super famous actor friends.
Yeah, I dropped all my regular friends.
Seems like it.
Yeah, I really have.
No, it's all.
And you know what?
He's not taken with himself.
I'm so much happier.
Yeah.
Famous friends are better
Yeah.
than regular
You've got
friends.
a lot of them.
But you know what? A lot of the people at Jimmy's party
Are
I
not
don't-
your friends?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know them.
Right. But you have a lot of more famous friends now than when we first got
But
to
who is my... I mean, Jimmy's a famous friend.
Kristen Bell. You've got all kinds of famous friends.
K-Bell, you mean? Yeah, we call her K-Bell.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new time in your life where famous people are sort of now allowed in. They weren't allowed in before.
K-Bell yeah, that's true. And you know what I realized?
You were vigilant about it.
Can I tell you something that happened to me? And this happened in therapy. I said, for so long, I've actually kept myself isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would not be friends with anybody famous. I felt
I know, I remember.
It was like, that's not me. That's not who I am. And then one day I'm sitting there, I go, you know what? I'm in show business. I didn't believe I was. And then I said, I am in show business. And whenever I get to meet somebody who's famous and they start to talk about what it's like for them, I feel that we have something in common that we can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very interesting to me to hear Jimmy talk about his job,
Mm-hmm.
or to hear, when we became friends, to hear you talk about acting and being on a set. And I found that I said, why shouldn't I have some famous friends? So it's not that I socialize a lot anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I became friends with you, and my life was better for it. So,
Aw.
yeah, so why shouldn't I have some famous friends?
Well, I'm not really famous, but...
Well, you are. I mean, you're on a show. But why is the show ending? Did the ratings go down?
No, our ratings are really good. I think... I mean, I don't know. I'd have to ask the USA folks that, but I think, shows get more expensive as they go on in years. And, a lot more.
Are you sad? Don't give me the PR answer.
No, I'll give you the real answer.
Sad?
I'm not sad because
Right.
I feel so tired. I'm so tired from the work.
And also having 3 kids.
Yeah, I think I should be around more than I'm around right now. I know I should.
You bring the kids to the set.
They come to the set, but, they're kids, so they have school and they have lessons and they have, so...
So do they go to school in New Mexico?
Both. They go both places. They get pulled out. Weird. It's not good. Yeah,
I mean,
ultimately.
Are they sad when they leave New Mexico friends and then have to go to
They're
L.A.
not.
friends?
I think they're so used to it, which is like, I think they're so used to it, like, just going back and forth.
Do you regret having a 3rd kid?
No.
You're happy about it?
She's so sweet.
Wasn't an accident?
No.
This was planned?
Yeah.
And when you go on talk shows...
More than planned. I mean, she was mixed in a dish.
When you go on talk show... Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you couldn't get knocked up the regular way?
No, I tried. With the first 2, I had no trouble. And this one, I had to sort of involve a bunch of science.
Oh, wow. So they're your eggs.
Yes, it's all us, which is, nice. And
So you went somewhere... Mm-hmm. And what happens? Well, Michael has to go into a dish?
He goes into a little room and does his thing, and then they
harvested your eggs?
Yeah, you sort of take a bunch of drugs, and then they take the eggs out of your body, and then they put it in a dish.
How many times did you go through that?
4.
It's very dangerous, I feel. All
but
these
it's
drugs.
painful, isn't it?
It's a little painful. It's not that painful, but the shots suck. I mean, that sucks, and your hormones go crazy, and you're right. It's probably not good for your body.
No, I'm against it.
I know you are.
I really am.
I know, but I needed that little bit. I just wanted her so much.
I feel a lot of women are going to get issues from these drugs
Don't
they
say
give them.
Don't
not
say
you.
that.
Not you.
Not me.
Knock on wood.
Don't say it. I am. I'm knocking on wood right
Go
now.
ahead. There is no wood.
That's what. Oh.
I'm sure it's fake.
Shit.
So,
I'm fucked.
Wait a second. So you went through that 4 times. They put these drugs in you, and then you got your baby.
Dr. Ringler, Santa Monica.
Did you want a boy?
No, I didn't care about gender at all. I mean, I really didn't.
You're not disappointed that
No,
you
I
have a
kind of
third
think
girl?
I mean, I will be when they're teenagers. I know I'm doomed.
Right.
But,
and when you go on
it's cute
talk
now.
shows and you talk about you don't like your second daughter.
I do like her, but
You said you
I
don't
just
like
give her
her.
shit.
Yeah,
I know.
but
she's a piece of work.
But don't you think she's going to grow up and see that
She
at some
might,
point?
but if she doesn't get the joke, then that's no daughter. I mean, that's just she has to get
You'll
the joke.
disown her.
It's hard to come up with material.
See, people don't understand that. I've explained that
It's
to my
hard to
kids.
come up with bits.
My kids see a lot of my old stuff,
well,
and
they
they go,
have to
"Dad,
just
how
roll
could
with
you
it."
have said this? How could you have said?" I said, "You don't understand.
It's difficult.
It's pressure to come
Well,
up
I don't
with
know
material."
how you do it. You do it every day. I do it once a year.
Yeah, right. It's pressure to come up with stuff.
It's hard.
So you would go on these talk shows and you said, "You know, it'd be funny if I said, gee, one of my kids is not that nice."
Well, because parents suck when they talk about their kids. I'm so bored of parents, and like their kids are miracles, and everything they do is
Right.
interesting.
And they're all
and they're not.
geniuses.
They're just like everyone else's kids, and
Right.
yeah. So I think it's more. I think it's sort of refreshing if you hate your kids.
I respect that. You know, whenever I get together with you socially, Ellie, I notice you never even talk about your kids.
Because no one wants to know.
On purpose, though.
Yeah, because it's aggressive when you start showing pictures of your kids.
But don't you find that you want to talk a little bit about your kids, and then being with me is a drag? Because
no, I don't talk about my kids to anyone unless they ask a specific question. Because I think like people who whip out their iPhone and then start scrolling, I want to blow my brains out.
Yeah, you see, my parents told me that, though. You see, and it's not good. My parents used to say, my mother would say, we hate these people. They carry pictures of their children in their wallets, and they show them to us.
Do you have pictures?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
But
my
at least
father goes.
Of course, it has nothing.
Yeah, but
listen, my
Mary,
husband and I can talk about my kids all day long.
Right, the pictures
but that's
are for
an
you.
appropriate audience.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what I said.
His parents wouldn't even carry pictures.
No, my father goes, I won't carry a picture of you. Why would I do that?
That's different.
Yeah,
No,
and
we have
I
a
was
lot
just
of
like,
pictures.
do you hate me?
No.
And you know, when I had my kids, I made a point to carry a picture
Yeah,
of
that's
them.
different. Of course,
For
that feels like
myself.
love. Of course, and also for them, so that then they see you have a picture.
Yes,
of them.
yes.
No, that's love. But I don't know that you have to share it with everyone else.
Right.
Unless, I mean, Beth is very, very sweet, like perfect manners, and always says, "I need to see an updated photo of Lil." Like she couldn't be
That's
sweeter.
why I love her.
She
because
could not be sweeter.
I
And
don't-
I don't care if she means it or not. It's like lovely. It's
I've
lovely.
blocked out that you have kids. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
I don't
You
want to
don't
know
know
that
that.
anyone
I
has
know.
kids.
I know.
don't
I
give
get
a
it.
fuck to talk about kids. I like Mary when she doesn't have kids.
I know.
And then, but Beth is like an angel.
She's
She'll
so
go,
sweet.
You know, Mary, what
Perfect
do you think? What's this one? Lil? You know, I go, who's Lil?
No, she's so
You know,
sweet. I
yeah.
know. She has perfect manners.
Yeah, right.
No,
She's
you
like-
couldn't have done better.
No,
You definitely married well.
She knows how to.
She's lovely.
Right.
She's perfect.
No, she's perfect. She asks all the questions.
But I would never offer a picture of Lil unless someone wrote to me specifically, and maybe even 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
and
a lot
said,
of times-
Hey, you never sent that photo. Like, I just think parents bore me with the photos.
Yeah, Beth will complain later when we get home, and then I'll say, well, why did you ask for the picture? She goes, well, I was
I'm
being
sure,
nice.
I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure, but I do make her ask 2 or 3 times. I don't willy-nilly send
No,
her.
you're smart. You're smart. So the show is ending, and now you're happy because you'll get out
I
of New
love
Mexico.
the show. I actually have loved it. I mean, I love the part. The show creator wrote a great part for me. I
And
mean,
it
was a
has to
great
be
part.
good money.
It was great money, and it was fun. I work with great people.
I mean, there isn't
just-
a time when we're sitting around talking about you. I go, I
Yeah.
wonder what Mary got paid to be on In Plain Sight. It had to be
That's
some
your
pretty good
question?
money.
He's
Yeah, what
always
do I?
obsessed with them.
No, I want to know how she's doing. I want to know if she's set up for life.
Doing fine.
Yeah, are you set up?
Well, for life, no. But I have
No.
3 kids, so I mean that and
And your husband's doing well.
he's doing well.
Is he making some money though?
He is. He's
Or is he
doing
walking
great.
around being an artist?
No, he's doing the finale of Smash right now. He's
Right.
directing that.
He's
doing great.
directing that.
He's working, which
All
is
right.
fabulous.
Are you scared now you'll never find work again because all actresses are insecure?
I just signed up to do a half-hour sitcom. Actually,
Oh,
that I've
wow.
never done. I know.
No kidding. Now, who will that be for?
ABC.
ABC. So they came to you and they said,
Do you want to do this? And I
Right.
read it, and I love the writer.
did you suck up to Bob Iger at Jimmy's party? Bob Iger
I did
is
not
the-
meet Bob Iger.
He's the head of Disney.
I know,
He's
I
the head
didn't
of
meet
ABC. And you, why didn't you say to me, Howard,
what am I
introduce
gonna-
me to Bobby Iger?
I didn't even know Bobby Iger was there.
Yeah, we call him Bob.
I know you
Right,
do. I
right,
got it.
right.
He's so fancy now.
Yeah. Oh, I have a lot of fancy friends.
I know.
See me talking to George Clooney? Invited me to that place of his in Italy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said I'm too busy. I told him, why the fuck would I go there? What's doing there? That's the way I am. That's the way I roll now, yeah. So when you were at the party, who did you talk to the whole time?
I talked to Stamos, which is always fun.
Yeah, did he tell you how, I gotta find the right girl, I gotta find the right girl.
Didn't he have a
Fuck
girl
off.
with him that
Oh, yeah,
night?
yeah.
And he's still trying to find the right
He
girl.
could be in a room with a girl going, I gotta find the right girl. I go, well, what's wrong with the one you have? She's gorgeous. What could,
Yeah,
I mean,
what's
how
his
bad?
What's his deal?
It's like he can't find the right woman. I mean, fuck off. You know what? Better he doesn't get with a woman.
Uh-huh.
Because he's never going to stay faithful.
Uh-huh.
He's too good looking.
Uh-huh.
And he loves it. And he loves banging multiple models and
Really,
chicks.
yeah.
For him to be in a relationship is impossible.
Right.
Right? You agree?
I don't know.
What did you talk to Stamos about the whole time?
We were talking about, he was talking about TV and what he was doing next and
Oh.
the show.
Lucky.
And, yeah.
Sounds like you're a lucky girl.
The typical Hollywood conversation.
Yeah, right. What did you say? Oh, yes, I'm doing a sitcom. And then he said, oh, I'm doing this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds like a good conversation.
It was okay.
Sounds like you had a fun time. Who else did you talk to
I talked
there?
to Courtney.
Courtney Cox. Oh, there's a lot to be said there.
Yeah, I
and
liked her a
David
lot.
and Courtney are friends. They walk around
Hats
together.
off. They should. I think that's nice.
I'm proud of David.
Yeah.
He took the high road.
Yeah, I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
Which road else could he take?
Well, why not? Right. You're right. He took the high road. Well, listen.
It's the right road.
A lot of couples get divorced. They can't even talk to each other. You know?
I talked to Krista Miller.
Krista, lovely girl.
Lovely.
I did a whole photo shoot of her.
I heard.
An
I saw-
erotic.
yeah.
Erotic. What did you think?
Yeah, she said. No,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. She said that you did.
Who's a better conversationalist, Eric the actor or John Stamos? I love Stamos. You know that.
So nice.
So that was Krista. You
I talked to Carol Leifer.
Carol
I like her a lot.
Right. How long did you talk to her for?
A good amount of time.
Right. She's there with her lesbian life mate, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
and
always
I talked
fun.
to George Clooney.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well, I worked with George.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
On
this short-lived HBO show called K Street.
Yeah. Who was an ass at the party to you? Who did you go home and talk behind their back and say, ugh?
I don't think I did.
Did you say anybody look really bad?
No, everyone looks amazing. It's
Side maid.
incredible. That's,
Yeah, but I felt
that's a
bad.
pretty good-looking group.
See, I went home. Yeah, no kidding.
I think I went home and was like, oh, I
Like-
gotta pull my crap together.
Jimmy takes pictures at the party and then sends them to me. And he goes, if there's any you don't like, I'll get rid of them. So I look at myself standing next to George Clooney, and like David Arquette's a good-looking guy, and this one, Mary's husband's a good-looking guy, and it's like you know
So
what?
all these pictures are bad.
Yeah, I look shitty in every picture. Yeah,
I wouldn't
really
want to
do.
see any of those.
Oh my God! And I just go, look, leave me out of those fucking pictures, would you? He goes, surely you must like one of them, but I don't. I don't like the way I look.
No, I don't like the way I look.
Yeah, well, you know, you look good, believe me. Well, anyway, look, the show is
In plain
sight. It premieres this Friday night at 10 o'clock on USA. This is the last season because it's too expensive to make.
Right. And I have a baby in this season because they had to write my pregnancy in last season. So this season I have a baby.
So you got a gun, a baby.
Yeah. And we have, when we shoot the baby days, we have like 8 babies on set. They
That's
just
realistic,
They
as
just
you-
keep taking them out.
A pregnant woman who shoots people.
That's right.
That's right. You know, that would have been a great part for Eric, being the baby.
Oh.
Why didn't you make him the
He
baby?
could be one of the 8 babies.
That would
Yeah.
be great.
All of a sudden, like, you know,
Same T-shirt. They're all dressed the same.
why don't you guys hire me as a writer? I could come up with some stuff. Let's
You're
go
welcome.
to Jim. Jim, good morning. You're on the air.
Hi, Mary. How you doing this morning?
Okay. Thanks.
I wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever had a orgasm doing a love scene?
No,
What about the ones you did with me?
I haven't then. That's, I forgot. I had forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mary
forgot.
even says her best acting job was private parts.
It definitely was my most fun I've ever had.
Yeah. I don't know why it was so much fun. I mean, I would imagine all these sets are fun. You know, wherever I go, it's fun. You know why? Because on this America's Got Talent, the whole crew walks around and goes, now it's fun working here.
Yeah.
So I think it's me.
It probably is you. I do think you set a tone.
You're the missing link.
But I
you
don't
were nice
understand.
to the crew. You made jokes. I mean, I think it was a nice work environment.
But what I do is I go out and I do America's Got Talent, and then I walk into my dressing room and I lock myself in there until the next taping. I don't know why I'd be
I know
fun.
you probably make jokes between setups, and you make fun
don't.
of yourself. And
I don't. I don't know why I'm fun.
You're the same mess you are here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so not fun. People seem to have fun when I'm around. You know, I don't know why. They feel like they're having fun.
I don't know.
we had fun. But Betty Thomas was fun.
Yeah,
I mean, the whole,
yeah.
the whole
I mean,
set
it was fun. Okay.
It was fun for me.
Yeah.
But I was also really young, and it was a huge job, and you
I
were
took
nice
you-
to me.
I took you
and
under my wing
You
and-
did. It was fun.
And it's warm under that wing.
It is warm, a little sweaty.
That's right. Colin, you're on the air.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Howard, you're being a little bit soft on Mary with this whole in vitro thing.
What?
What am I going to do? Listen, I told women, don't do in vitro. What? I told Mary
I mean,
not
what
to.
is he saying, though?
Well, what I'm saying is, and I had in vitro as well, so I actually had kids in my 40s too, so I understand the
You
whole
couldn't
process.
get pregnant?
I couldn't get pregnant, exactly.
Yeah.
But Howard, you always talk about how science is important and how people are trying to build a future.
Listen, Colin. Mary already had 2 kids. Why she needed to put herself in danger to have yet another baby? To put chemicals into her body.
He's agreeing with you, I think.
Yes.
Why are you getting all worked up?
Because
He's agreeing.
I'm telling him. I get worked up.
I know, but he agrees.
Yes, I know.
Oh, okay.
No, I agree with you, Mary.
Oh, shit. He agrees with me. I love him.
Colin, let me tell you
That's
something.
why I wanted to get to the bottom of it.
Colin,
I didn't know what his point was, but thank you.
Science is out of control with this issue of babies. Everyone's got baby fever. Now, if Mary never had a baby, all right. Well, she had 2 already.
I know. I'm greedy.
If it happened...
I do love them.
Yeah, but if it happened, it happened with these babies.
Howard, do you believe in chemotherapy?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay.
You're talking about somebody who's dying. They're taking a chance at living.
And we are talking about creating life. Same thing.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
This is a very intelligent.
It is incredible.
It's a debate.
It's like 60 minutes.
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
Yes. No. Yes.
Say no again.
Hold your breath.
We need it 2 more times.
Mary, you need to give him the business a little
I know.
No.
No, you can't change his
It's
mind.
wrong.
I mean,
it's wrong.
fine.
It's not that. Listen, Mary has a beautiful new baby.
She's gorgeous.
Good for her.
Yeah. Listen, to each his own.
Right.
Live and let live. I mean, but I
if
probably
Mary
would have been
gets
crazy
cancer,
without that baby.
If Mary gets cancer and dies, I'm not going to the funeral because I told her.
You wouldn't come anyway.
I would.
No, you
but not now.
You know what? You were going to make the
stupid
monkey's excuse. The family wouldn't want it.
Right.
If you were to come to Mary's funeral.
I see, right.
Yeah, the family doesn't want me there.
It would
You
just
don't
be
want-
too much if I came.
I'd be there going, I told Mary not to do that. No, if you had amniocentesis, did you?
I had amnia.
Right. And if the fetus,
I had amnia with all 3 because I started having babies at 36.
if the fetus had Eric the actor's afflictions, would you have had the baby or aborted it?
I don't know what his afflictions are.
You've seen him. You know what his afflictions are. His feet go 2 different ways.
I would
His
have
head
had him.
is-
He's gorgeous.
You would have had
Yeah,
the
of
baby.
course.
Then why get an amniocentesis?
I'm 12 fucking footed, you asswipe.
All right. All right, Colin, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Colin. Thanks for
Yeah.
the support.
That's right.
Mary.
Let's go to Phil, who wants to say hello to Mary McCormick.
Howard.
Hey, now.
Hey, I just wanted to say, I think the reason everyone has a good time on the set is because whenever you do something or you're a part of something, it's like all the pressure's on you, and you do all the worrying. So everyone else...
That's right.
They can relax, huh?
That's what it is.
It's a good time.
Believe me, yeah. Everyone go have a good time while I'm sitting in my room staring at the wall trying to keep my voice.
So angry.
Right. Oh, I'm so angry.
You're furious.
And everybody's
I know.
having
I'm
a
furious.
good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Well, Mary's actually more angry than I am. I know the real Mary.
Yeah.
Except she knows how to put on a persona for her brand. You know what I mean? She acts nice on these shows, but believe me, she's worse than I am. if she actually...
If you could get the real Mary.
Oh, you would love the real Mary. That's why she's biting her nails right now.
Sure. I'm like,
She's eating her fingers. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, the woman, you have a negative attitude, too.
sometimes.
When we work together,
I can get angry.
When we work together, we would sit there and fucking fry people.
Oh my!
I mean, it was unbelievable.
Oh, no,
and then
that's
she
not
would,
true.
put on one scene. She had to be pregnant.
Yeah.
She'd go out and smoke a cigarette while she was pregnant.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. To get people's reactions on the street.
Oh my god! I had a
It was
friend
funny
who-
though because I was like 9 months pregnant.
Right.
Like
Yes.
the pregnancy pad was huge, and we were shooting on the Upper West Side.
Yeah, and
which like the mommies, like even if the mommy, remember the looks the mommies would give me if I
Right.
ripped a smoke.
I had a friend who did that for real. She was a smoker, and she did not stop smoking during her first pregnancy.
Well, she showed them.
And
Yep.
people would come up to her and say something, and she would put the cigarette down by her belly and say, "Have a couple of."
Well, you know what?
Ash, she should ash on it.
So imagine we're shooting this movie. Mary's in a pregnancy, like a fat
Like the
suit.
fat
Like a
suit,
fat
yes.
suit. She goes down on the street. She goes, watch this. She lights a cigarette. I go, Mary, you don't smoke. She goes, yeah, but for this, I'm doing it. She lights a cigarette, and she's puffing away. And these women would walk by and say shit to her.
Oh, yeah. Everybody thinks they have a right.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, yeah, no, the fetus is everybody's.
It was great. It was funnier than the movie.
No.
Matt, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
There.
Hi.
Were you able to achieve an orgasm while you were pregnant?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, fantastic.
Why not?
Cool.
Wow.
Awesome.
Well, the women have more juices when they're pregnant, from what I read.
It's like climbing on at the Wet and Wild. It's a bit.
That's right.
Oh, my.
Well, Mary, anything else you want to say about the show? All right.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think
Tune
you got
in.
it all
Tune
out
in
there.
and watch. It's fun.
You'll be. It's a shoot 'em up. It's great.
We have 8 more. Our final season is 8 episodes.
Mary is an officer of the law. What do they call that?
I'm a U.S. Marshal.
U.S.
And
Marshal.
the show's about witness protection.
Right, and she takes these people and gives them a new life.
Yeah.
And
then tries to keep them on the straight and narrow and keep them from getting killed.
And they're usually sort of,
Go ahead, Rick.
Hey, thanks, King. Mary, were you spanked growing up, and do you like to have your ass spanked now?
I was not spanked growing up.
But yes to now, right?
Well, sure.
Do you allow your husband to spank you?
No. I think
No.
I would laugh if someone tried to spank me.
Mary's not that type of girl where you can spank her and then
think
not
so.
comment on it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can't get into it.
I don't know. Spanking? No, I don't think so.
If I was in bed with you, I wouldn't spank you.
No.
Like, I wouldn't spank Robin. There's certain
No.
women you don't spank.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
right.
think so. And no.
Mary, what's your kingpin?
My kink pin?
Well, what's your thing?
What is
what's your
your
thing in
kink?
bed?
I was
He
like,
wants
huh?
to know what your kinky thing is.
Oh.
Is there anything kinky about you?
I think I'm pretty old-fashioned.
Well, you're a
Sorry.
Catholic girl. I mean,
Yeah.
there's certain rules to that.
Yeah.
Her kink is in vitro.
Yeah, that's where I get it really
Yeah.
hot.
That's as kinky as she gets.
Ooh, the cells are dividing.
What she likes to do is extract your sperm, mix them outside of her body
I do.
with her eggs, and then put them back into
That's
her.
right.
How fucking wild is that? All right. Listen, Mary, we could talk all day about Jimmy's party.
But there's a lot to say.
Clooney talk to you?
Yeah, he's
What did
lovely.
Clooney say to you?
Golly, I don't know. What did we talk about? It was so
Did you
long
talk
ago,
to
I don't
Stacy
remember.
Keebler, his girlfriend?
Yeah, she seems really nice.
Yeah,
I like her a lot.
she was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Julian
I enjoy those
Barbary
guys.
go into the swimming pool?
I heard about it.
She showed up too
heard
late.
about it.
She showed up too late.
Oh.
Within 10 minutes of the party.
Waiting to hear exactly how that
I know. I would have
happened.
loved to have seen
Julian
that.
Barbary walked backwards into a pool.
Yeah, I would have killed to see that.
There isn't a time that woman shows up that she doesn't do
She
something.
always makes
God, what's funnier
herself-
than that, too? Like not knowing you're about to go in?
One party, you weren't at the party where she vomited on the couch, were
I
you?
heard about that, too.
Yeah, she vomited on the couch, and then she missed the party.
She's like Jackie O.
And then she came to the next party and immediately walked into the pool.
I know, she's a delicate flower.
Did you talk to her at all?
I didn't see her, no.
Yeah. My conversation with her was, "Oh my God, my clothes were wet, but I'm still wearing them."
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Mary, God bless you. So
Well,
good to see
thank you. Thanks for having me.
You look great. You lost the
I'm on
weight.
my way.
Good for you. No,
Getting
no,
there.
it's good. You're doing good.
I got another 10.
Another 10. All right. You'll run that
I'll
off.
get there. A couple
You know what?
months.
Run from here to New Mexico.
Right.
That's right.
I need to.
Oh, now you're done with New Mexico. The kids are going to be back in school.
We'll be in L.A. and all
You'll
in
live
one
an LA
house.
lifestyle.
Right.
And the new sitcom will be taped in LA?
Mm-hmm.
Right, the pilot.
Mm-hmm. The pilot will be in L.A. And then if it goes, it would be in L.A.
And now your kids will grow up in LA.
I guess for now. I mean,
Right.
I make a living there, so I should stay put.
Well, you don't have to apologize. It's
Yeah.
fine. A lot of people
Yeah,
do
I
it.
like it.
It's okay.
I like LA.
Yeah, right. We'll be back right after these words.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, that
Right?
God, these guys are everywhere. Hi.
Boy, your husband is really into photography. He's getting into it. Yeah, my headphones.
Yeah, he's really into that. Hi.
Mary.
Hi.
You're so entangled in this show. Even Eric the Midget has an obsession with you or loves you, and you're involved in his life somewhat.
Right.
What's your take on this whole Eric the Midget character? I mean, he's very polarizing.
Right. No, and I've heard him on the show a lot. I mean, I thought he was perfectly behaved when he came to work with us. So.
But you were familiar with his antics prior to his appearance?
Right, but then that Pepsi email he didn't write, and so I think there's a little bit of, there's a little bit of sort of creation around it.
Right, there's a little shtick going on with that.
Which was funny, and I think it's great radio, but I think he might be really just sweet.
And being sort of manipulated by his handlers. And
Maybe. I think he's really nice. So yeah, perhaps they're all sort of just doing bits.
Because Gary has a different take on Eric. He thinks he's this ungrateful.
I know, but maybe Gary deals with him in ways I don't. So I certainly only talked to him for a very short time.
But in your dealings with him, he's been nothing but a charmer.
Total gentleman.
A Pepsi swigging gentleman.
That's right.
All right, Mary. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Gary. Yeah. Can I talk to you for a second about Mary's appearance?
Sure. So,
Gary, today's one of those mornings when it's as simple as you put it. A mistake is made, an omission. You forget. You're human. Were you surprised that Howard brought it up to Mary, or do you think that was inevitable?
I would have hoped he would have not brought it up to her, just because I didn't want her to feel slighted. Right. I don't mind taking the shit on the air. I've been taking shit forever, but I didn't want it to come up because I thought that Mary would go, "Oh, Gary thinks so little of me. He forgot to put me down," which isn't what it was. In fact, I saw an email where I wrote back to our people, it's on the schedule, and I guess I just forgot to put it on.
It was literally like a clerical mistake or an omission.
Yes,
it had nothing to do with her familiarity with the show.
But sometimes people don't take it that way, and I just wish he wouldn't have said that, because I don't want her to feel slighted. We love Mary.
Exactly, and the fact that she goes so far back with the show, she may be able to read into that, I'm sort of like a forgotten guest at this point.
That's right. In fact, Jason was nice enough to tweet, Mary McCormick, the forgotten guest, is on, which I hate.
How can you get away with that? I mean, you could technically bust his balls for that if you wanted to, right? You could be.
Well, yeah. But by the time he tweeted it, I already, it was already up. And then if I go back and take it down, it looks worse. And it's a big conspiracy that Gary's taking down tweets. It's not worth it.
Better just to roll with it and create another problem out of it. Do you think Mary accepted the apology or the attempted smooth over? Do you think she still feels slighted or at all?
She didn't say anything, so I'm hoping she doesn't.
All right, thanks, Gary.
I apologize. I just went off what Howard said on the air. No. I wasn't trying to be an asshole.
Before that, I had said to the TV guys, don't use that part about me forgetting about Mary for behind-the-scenes TV show. I was hoping Howard wouldn't bring it up, and I don't want Mary to see. I don't give a shit. I take a lot of shit. I don't really care. It's my mistake. But I was hoping, when Howard brought it up, I cringed. Because I'm like, oh, now Mary's going to think we don't think enough of her.
Okay, I only put that up after I heard Howard say it.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You gotta be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's gonna be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whackbackers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, ever since the first episode of Fine Time, fans have been writing in begging us to have today's guest on. Whether he's harassing the guys at Tradio, or annoying Ronnie in the hallways, or making sweet love to his life partner Sal, or beating on drums, or torturing his testicles, he has no doubt contributed countless numbers of hysterical moments to Stern Show history. You may love him, you may want to hug him, but you certainly don't want to smell his balls. So throw up your devil horns and say, hey, to Richard Christie. What's up, Richard?
Hey, how's it going, Rachel?
Hey.
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 Hey, hey, hey.
I had to practice your hey to be ready for today. You ready?
It sounded good.
Good.
Good
I'm glad I made it. We got a lot of questions for you. Are you ready?
I hope I don't f*** it up.
I don't think you're going to f*** it up. I think you just be you know?
I'm not good at pop quizzes, but we'll see how
I think
do.
you're going to be fine. First question comes from @ThisIsYourHate. They ask, what young new metal bands do you love? And you can't say Coheed and Cambria.
Well, I love, my favorite metal band right now is called 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄. They're not that young, they've been around for a while, but they play Viking metal, and I'm a big fan of Viking metal, and I love them. I love, let's see, I'm going to see Anthrax tonight in New York. They're not really young either. I'm kind of an old guy, so I'm a little bit of old school, but you know, there's some new metal bands that I like. I just can't think of their names right now. See, I'm already up.
You're not, you'll keep us posted. You'll tweet your favorite bands.
I will do that. Yeah, absolutely.
The next question is from Justin P. Justin asks, what is the most annoying thing that Sal has ever done to you?
The most annoying thing, it was during the Artie roast. I think it's when he stuck that thermometer with on it in my mouth.
Lick my thermometer! I just licked my thermometer in his mouth!
That really pissed me off because there's a health danger in that. I mean, it was a funny prank when I saw it later. But that really pissed me off. And then he did something that made me give him a swirly, I remember, too.
Sal and Richard are fighting. Stop them, will you?
What are they doing?
Oh, no, he's putting Sal's head in the toilet.
That's what Sal wanted to do to him.
Come on, get his head out of the toilet. Come on.
Let him up! He's gonna drown!
He's going to drown in the toilet.
Oh, my God. So he's done a lot of things that really pissed me off. But I would say putting a stained thermometer in my mouth is tops.
You draw the line at feces. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Next question is he asks, tell us about Charred Walls of the Dam and how that came about.
Well, Mr. Brian Slagle, thank you for being a fan. Not that I know you or anything. The name sounds familiar, but thank you for asking. Well, I've been a metal fan since I was a little kid when I first heard Quiet Riot Metal Health, and I've been hooked ever since then, and I've been in metal bands since I was, I don't know, probably 12 years old, soon after I started playing drums. And it's something that's in my blood, and I just wanted to, I've always loved writing music, and a lot of the bands I played in before I didn't get to write like the guitar riffs and a lot of the music for, so I always wanted to kind of be in charge of a band where I can also write the music, and that's why I formed Charred Walls of the Dam. And the name for the band actually came from something that happened right here in this room when Sal and I were pranking a Christian radio station. They got really pissed off at us one day and said, you know, because we were pranking them, we were going to go to hell one day and be scratching our nails on the charred walls of the dam. So thank you, Christian Radio, for coming up with that great band name.
Well, that's awesome. And do you guys have a new CD coming out?
Yeah, we have a CD. Our second album is out right now. It's called Cold Winds on Timeless Days. Came out October of 2011, and I'm really, really proud of it. It's gotten amazing reviews, and you can pick it up anywhere, in record stores or on iTunes, or you can go to richardchristi.com for more info.
Awesome. Next question is a video submission. This is from Tara B.
Besides Sal, who is your favorite staff person on the show?
Well, that's a tough one because I love my little Sal. And, you know, it's hard to think of anybody but my little Sal. And I don't like to pick favorites. I love everybody around here. And I know if I pick a favorite besides Sal, then somebody else is going to be upset. So I'll just say, you know, one of my other favorites, let me think, that's a tough one because, man, I love everybody. I'm going to say the cuddler, Brian Phelan. He's this big, cuddly, beer-drinking, lovable employee of Howard TV. And he loves the band Man of War and their album Battle Hymns, and we really bond over heavy metal. And Brian is so big and cuddly, I love to get drunk and give him a big hug. The cuddler, come on out! Get out here, you son of a Come on out here! Come on! Yeah, come on! Yeah, that's my buddy, the cuddler. How about him? Come on, how about that? Get out of there! I love that motherfucker. Sometimes I wish he was, you know, in my bed and I could just roll over and give him a big cuddle and hug him, and nothing sexual. He's just very cuddly. And so, yeah, Brian Phelan.
That's so sweet. That's very sweet of you. Next question is from Caesar B. Caesar asks, how did your dad have the talk with you?
The talk about eating raccoons, squirrels?
Not about eating raccoons. I think about, you know, the birds and the bees, a man and a woman.
You know, he never did. I think I learned about and pumping off from all my buddies at school, from the school bus, and, you know, from books and things like that. I remember I had my best friend in grade school was this really horny kid. He used to jerk off in front of me and stuff. And he's like, we're still really, really good friends. He like text messages me funny all the time. And but I remember he was like, hey, check out what I can do. One day I was sleeping over at his house, and he's like, and he just started jerking off in front of me. And he jizzed all over his carpet, and he showed me this spot in his carpet in his bedroom that was crusty, and it was darker than the rest. His carpet was like tan, but this spot was brown because it was dried jizz. I guess he learned to jerk off a few months before and had been jizzing there for the past few months. And I was like, wow, did you just pee? I didn't know what he did. And he's like, no, I jizzed. And I was like, well, what's jizzing? And he was, it's when you just get a boner and you pump it and you jizz. And I was like, oh, that's neat. I'll have to try that sometime. And I'd probably a month or two later, I was looking at a Bass Pro Shops catalog, and the first time I ever jizzed, I didn't even touch my I was looking at this really pretty girl in an inner tube ad. She was modeling an inner tube they sold in the Bass Pro Shops catalog. And all of a sudden, I just started jizzing all over myself. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh, that's what Scott was talking about. I was like, oh, I'll have to do that again sometime. And that's pretty much how I learned about pumping off and the birds and the bees and stuff. And I don't blame my dad. He probably didn't want to deal with that stuff, but I learned just fine anyway.
Did you set up a jizz spot on your carpet?
No, I just pretty much did the old-fashioned tissue thing.
Gotcha.
My mom probably wondered why there were hundreds. I was going through hundreds of boxes of tissues between the age of 10 and 18, but I'm sure she figured it out.
Excellent. The next question is from @GeniusIsDead. They ask, it seems that since you've gotten married, there have been no crazy or gay antics. What gives?
I'm up for it. You know, it depends on if Howard wants us to do it, and if it happens organically on the show. You know, I'm not just gonna run on the air during an interview with